Are there people out there? Right, there are people watching. How are we all doing then? Hello, Chris. Evening, Bill Byrne. Beatty74. Mr. Damien, Tubed in UK. J. Jarry, Gamma Gin, and Train Sonic. What's up, everybody? Thanks for joining me tonight. Right, can someone say whether the volume's all right? Because I've got my new microphone here, so I need to know whether the gain's up too high or too low. Anything like that, please. What's up, Goober? Hi, John. Too loud. Well, I've got sound good, too loud, perfect, and volume is fine. So, you know, make up your mind. Just turn the gain down a little bit. What's that like? Better? Is it loud enough now, though, John? I've just turned it down, but I am shouting because I'm a deaf bastard. Right, anyway. Right, I've just had one can, so let's have another one. Bit of a Strongbow dark fruits here. I don't drink lager anymore unless it's got no gluten in it. Because it makes me have a really big beer gut. So, yeah, cider's fine though. Right, good evening, Nighthawk. Hello, Conway. How you doing, brother? Right, so we've got a few in the house then. I'm just going to put it on live chat a minute because I'm basically using the YouTube instant live thing. I'm not using OBS or anything like that. So I'm relying on what it looks like. There is a chat on the right on my screen. So is that what you're seeing on your screen as well, please? All right, Jay Jerry, it's not too loud now. Good evening, Ryans. How are we doing, brother? Yeah, select live chat at the top, guys, as well, because I've just remembered to do that myself. Salute the Vapists from Livewire. Oh, not sure what to make of that, but give you a little thumbs up anyway. Right, let's have something to vape then, shall we? Got the Geek Vape Zeus here on the, what's it called? I can't even remember what it's called. It's a mech mod starter kit. Geek Vape Karma Kit 2. Chris Dorr, you were asking about using an RTA on a mech earlier. This is what I've been using recently, and it works really well, mate. Just make sure you've got the protruding 510 pin on it, like I showed you in that photo earlier. For anyone who's out there that hasn't used mech mods before, you've got to make sure that that 510 pin is protruding, because it's basically going to be sitting on top of that battery. And you don't want it shorting out with the negative part of the 510 connector. Right, so what's going on then? No, it's not floating, Bill Byrne. It's got a screw on it, mate. Let me see if I can work this crappy camera now I'm on here. Where's the... it won't let me work. Trouble is, I don't think I'm going to be able to zoom in, because the webcam I'm using, it has got the software, but it says it's connected to YouTube at the moment, so I don't think I can actually use the zoom. Unless there's someone in there who knows how to tell me how to do it. Anyway, it isn't floating. This one's definitely got a screw in it, Bill, and it's tightened up nicely. So, yeah, I don't think we'll be doing any close-ups tonight. Anyway. Jay Jarrett, not sure the autofocus is working. Let's try it. Oh, it is working. Good shout, brother. I normally have it on manual mode. There you go. And you can also see the screw in that as well, Bill. Cheers, Jerry. I would normally do that, but I'm a little bit thick. Right. So what's going on then? Oops, I've lost live chat. Where's it all gone? Yeah, it is, Bill. It's not. It's the only reason I bought that camera is because it was $29.99 on the Amazon sale. So I haven't got the money to buy a DSLR at the moment because they're about 500 quid if you want a decent one. But it looks okay to me. What do you think of the lighting? So I've got a couple of huge lights shining on me at the moment as well, which I got from eBay for about 20 quid with the stands, all this backdrop and everything. So I know it's not perfect, but hopefully it looks a little bit clearer than normal. Right, cheers, Bill. Thanks for that. We don't mention the C word on here, Beatty. I'll have to move this thing a little bit closer. I can't read. We haven't actually got much coming up for review this week, guys, because like I said on my vlog recently, I've just spent a lot of money on some equipment, new laptop, lighting, webcam, microphone. So I've been uploading at least 2 videos since I started the channel, which was back in October, the end of October 17th. And I'm actually feeling a little bit knackered at the moment. So there probably won't be any reviews this week. I'm actually going to have a week off, so I don't have to stay up till God knows when editing during the week. But I have got some things on order, which I'll talk about a little bit later on. But yeah, let's show you what else I'm vaping on then. Right, we've got this isn't a very good matchup because we've got a stainless steel recurve RDA on top of the Furion Mex Squonker here. And not sure. I think that's some of my homemade Dark Star Vapors forest fruits. Is that going to work? Shocking. Yeah, and we've got one of Mr. Bill Byrne, the Rolling Fog coils in here as well, I believe. Let's take the top off and have a look. Have a look at this bad boy. Rolling Fog coils. Find it on Facebook. Come on, focus. Can you see that? I hate this camera. It's shite. Anyway, it's a frame staple, I believe, open out around 0.15, something like that. It might be a little bit lower, but I'm not going to say that. But yeah, I've got the Samsung 30T by Vapcell in here, 35 amp. So let's have a little puff on this. Put a little bit of juice on it. Oh, it's going to misfire for a change. Can't beat the recurve still. It's one thing I've ordered actually. I've got the 22mm black frosted cap for this on order from 3F Vape for $8.99. So I'm looking forward to trying that out. So that will be reviewed soon because that might alter the flavor dramatically. So looking forward to that one. Hi, David Renshaw. How are you doing, brother? Cheers for that. Right, it's not. It's styled. Yeah, my videos don't even mention that word, mate, because the way YouTube are going, if you mention style or anything, they'll clobber you. So, but I have got some videos coming up. But I've got lots of styled atties on my channel, especially RDAs. So if you like want to check out the playlist for my RDAs, you'll find lots on there. Like we've got the Radius V2, we've got the Air Lab, we've got the Vena, which is one I've just recently done, and the Le Concorde, and they're both all of them, in fact, are really good. Le Supersonic. Loads of styly ones on there, Beatty. I think it was you commented that. Yeah, Bill, it's you know what it's like, brother, regarding the ohmage. It's up to the individual, but I'm not going to start saying rock a very low resistance on a single battery mod. Oh, Nighthawk, the PMA cape does work really well with flavor. It was great with a Stanica. Yeah, I like the recurve anyway, so I'm looking forward to that one. That is one of my reviews that will be coming up when I receive it. Vaping Smurf, how are we doing, brother? Right, what was I talking about? Right, so we've got the recurve on the Furium. We've also got my RDA of the moment. This one is. We've got it sitting on top of the Owned by OC Rage Squonk device. This is the Drop Dead RDA in piano black. Now, this is really nice flavor from this. It's really smooth airflow, and you can put chunky cores or small cores. You can have it at low wattage, high wattage. It's got a bit of a restriction to it, but please check out the review either on YouTube or VapeTube, which is another platform I've started uploading on. So do check that out. But yeah, the Drop Dead is definitely one I'd recommend for you dual core Atty lovers. You can put a single core in there, but let's have a little puff. This is a 0.13 build at 65 watts. Really nice. And it doesn't hurt. I don't like a hot vape, and that's the good thing with this one. You can really adjust it for your needs. But yeah, even wide open, the airflow on this is no more than a 7.5 to 8 out of 10, I don't reckon. So it might not be one for all of you mech lovers out there who want your really airy vapes, but it's definitely one of my better ones, this one. It will be staying probably on this Rage for a long time. Right, what else we got? We actually got the Basium coming out to play today. There's nothing on it. Well, there is something on it. It's the Recall Rebel. And we're going to be putting some calls in that later, maybe. Some of Mr. Bill Burns' finest, the Rolling Fog calls. Right, what we got in the chat? Salford Firefox just fooked up, so sub with this account as well as my other one. Danny MBK Vapor Reviews. How are you doing, sir? Thanks for joining me, mate. Yeah, Bill, yeah, those VAP cells, mate, or the Samsung 30Ts, they don't even get warm, mate. So you can really rock some lowish cores in there. Really good batteries. Yeah, Chris, the Drop Solo. I haven't bought that one because, like I say, funds are a little bit tight at the moment. Unfortunately, I don't get given a lot of gear. In fact, I've only been given about 4 things on this channel. So I'm not going to buy it because everyone else has reviewed it. So I thought I'd get the PMMA cap for the recurve instead, which was $9. LaBelle Toot Toot. How we doing? Thanks for joining me. Right, another one that I've just reviewed recently is the Gaxi mod and tank here. And it's actually really good. 3,200 milliamp hour battery. And the coil I've got in here is a 0.8 and 25 watts. This is a really good one for taking to work or whatever, because that battery actually lasts quite well with when you're only vaping about 25 watts. Nice and light, massive fire button. So if you're blind or anything, you could work this quite easily. Yeah, so that's that. Right, so we've got a few in chat. How many have we actually got in chat then? 20 people out there. That's pretty good going. I'm happy with that. Right, Bill's saying I've been running a 0.06. They've been fine. I do not recommend that to anyone who doesn't know what they're doing. Yeah, Bill Burns certainly doesn't know what he's doing, mate. He's got that 0.06 with 3 batteries in it on a stacked Dreamer, I think. It's probably coming out to 1,000 watts and about 200 amps. No, only joking, guys. Bill Byrne, he makes some seriously good coils. Got a selection here, in fact. Right, what's those ones you just gave me, Bill? Right, yeah, I'll see if I can get the camera to focus. Fucking thing. Come on. Oh, it's not having it, is it? Yeah, upside down. And it's back to front as well. Oh, well, I'll read it out to you. We've got some quad core mech fuse 4x28 gauge at nichrome 80 and a 40 gauge stainless steel 316L wrap on it, 0.19 per coil. So let's see if I can get it to focus on one up close. But these really are good coils, I tell you. Come on, you piece of monkey's turd. There you go. Just about make it out. But very reasonable prices, guys. So do check out the Rolling Fog Coils on Facebook. Other vendors are available. I've also used Big Boy Coils, Chris Grimes as well. But Bill's an up-and-coming coil builder, so I thought I'd give him a little shout-out because I'm good like that. Right, what's going on in chat? Nighthawk, if I lived in the UK, I've been sending you stuff left and right. Thanks very much, mate. Vaping Smurf, damn, I just ordered the authentic drop soda last week. Why is that a damn, man? Actually looking at Gaxi for a smoker friend due to your review. Yeah, Nighthawk. I don't know where you can buy them. I think GearBest might have them. In fact, I think I saw on Totally Wicked, a UK site, that they're doing one that looks exactly the same, but they've rebranded it in their own name. So check out Totally Wicked or the Electronic Cigarette Company, because basically they're the same company. But I'm sure I've just noticed it on there. But really good little device. Yeah, Chris, they're not bad calls, mate. Very worth checking them out, because Bill's doing them at very good prices on there. I can't remember the prices, but Bill's in chat, so you could tell you. What we got here? We got a frame staple. This one. Let's have a quick look at this. That little bad boy. Also got the 40 gauge wrap on it, but yeah, as you can imagine, we got nichrome 8 and stainless steel, so they ramp up like a mofo. Really good hit you get off them. Evening, Stuart Niven. How we doing, brother? Right, we got a few in them. So what we're going to do is I'm going to do a little live review of something that I've had for about 3 or 4 months. And Bill's just said, anyone in chat, say what you want and he'll give you a price. If you want just Claptons, I think you can get 10 for a tenner or something like that. So it's very good. All handmade, and he sources the best quality materials from, can't quite remember the companies he uses, but I do believe it cleans them all with an ultrasonic cleaner and stuff like that as well. What am I doing? I'm opening it first. Supposed to do that on the review mic. Right, anyway. So what we have, fucking hell, I can't get it back in. Excuse the language, guys. Right, should we put it on table cam view? First of all, I'm going to have a puff on my Geek Vape Zeus dual coil with the Karma 2 kit. Lovely setup, this one. Yeah, and it hasn't got a floating 510, so it's fine, that one. Right, let's just put some stuff to one side. Let's do something to this camera. Right. How's that? It's not the closest, is it? Let's just put it. Let's see if I can do it a bit better. How's that? Are you going to focus? Right, bear with me, guys. Unfortunately, I've only got one camera, so we've got to do a bit of ad-libbing here. Bloody thing. Right, what we've got for review today is something, an RTA, dual coil RTA from a company called Marvec, and this is called the Priest. Right, I've had this a few months. I haven't reviewed it because I had a few dramas with it. Well, I'll tell you it as I'm going along. Got the old wicker, we've got the scratch and sniff on there. Marvec Priest RTA made in China. And it's got this little bit there that hooks it open and then pulls out. So you've got a nice little trinket box here. So Mr. J's vape record, the ironing board, mate, it works wonders, mate. It holds my tripod when I'm doing my table cam stuff, and you just hook it onto the bit underneath where the legs fold up, mate. Yeah, you got to do it on a budget, mate, unless you're rich. Right, and here's the instruction manual for this RTA. Why is it all back to front on me? Is it look back to front to you? How'd you flip it? Anyway, that's the instruction manual. And then it also comes in this little bag here. Marvin, if you suffer from dyslexia, you might be able to read that, but sit like that way up. There you go, Marvec backwards. All right, it's not backwards for you. That's weird then. I wonder if it's because I'm watching it from the control room. Anyway, no worries. Right, so in the little bag, you get a spare glass tank. Now, I believe it holds something like 4 milliliters. What else do we get? God, that fucking ain't focusing, is it? You get a screwdriver, some O-rings, and a couple of little posts, which you can't see. But anyway. Right, so here it is. It's called the Marvec Priest. It actually looks really good, but the reason I'm doing this one live and not properly is because it's got a bit of an issue, which I'll show you in a minute. All right, so we look on top, we've got an 810 bespoke fitting top piece here, and it's got plastic threads, which is first con, screwing onto stainless steel. which is shite. So that just screws on, and you probably snag it every time you do it. Quick look on the bottom. Now this one has got a floating 510. God, this really isn't focusing very well, is it? Let's just take it apart. So we got a bubble glass on here, which brings it up to 5 mil or something like that. And then here is our deck section, which looks familiar to the Druger style of deck. So it's really annoying me, the fact that it's not focusing. So let's try it like that. Oh, well, it's not going to work very well today, guys, because the camera is shite. But yeah, so you basically got, you can unscrew the post like so. Wickham ports around the sides, and we've got airflow slots there, about 4 or 5 millimeters. Come on, you can do better than that, camera. What's the matter with you? Absolutely shite. Oh, that's nearly it. Yeah, the Logitech C920 is all right, but it's no good for doing zooming in or anything. Right, so I'll show you the issue we've got on here. So on this chimney section, I'm hoping you'll be able to see it. Just take the top cap off. You might be able to notice it might look like a reflection of light, but that's actually paint that's come off. And this is the first one. When I first bought it, some of it's reflection, but I can assure you these bits around here are actually where the black paint fell off. Hello, Vapor Bunny. How are we doing? So I put it through an ultrasonic cleaner, and I thought I'll see whether any more paint comes off. I put it in there for about an hour, and it didn't look too brilliant. So I contacted 3F Vape, who I bought it from, and as always, 3F Vape customer service is effing shocking, and they'll make you jump through hoops and back before they'll do anything. But eventually, they basically offered me $5 or something instead and said put up with it. But so I wasn't happy with that. But eventually they agreed on sending me a replacement chimney out. They didn't even send me. I said, give me the stainless steel RTA, because it might not have the problem because you haven't got all this paint to flake off. And they said, no, we can't do that. So what they did is they sent me out this other chimney section, and if you look at it, it's even worse. So the paintwork's flaked off on the one they sent me out as well, and it arrived like it as well. And inside you can see the threads where they've painted the inside, and that's come off as well. So I did wick this one up on my last live show, and I thought I'd give it a go. But after that, I thought I'm not going to use it, because it's absolutely shocking that you've got an RTA that's it's $25 as well. It wasn't particularly cheap for 3F Vape, because over here, I think I have seen them in eSig1. They've got them for $17.99 at the moment. But if you watch this review, this might put you off getting one, because that's the reason I haven't done the proper review, is because I was so annoyed with it. I've just left it there. But yeah, that's no good if you've got all this paintwork flaking off on both the spare chimney they sent me and on the original. So yes, Marvec Priest RTA is a bag of shite, and I do not recommend it. So that's the end of the review, guys. God, that's wound me up, actually. And anyone who's wondering, I didn't get a refund either. The 3F Vape wouldn't. I couldn't be bothered to argue with them, so we left it at that. So let's go back up top. Back up top. See if I can get this to work again. Right, how are we looking? Marvelous. Too low. That's good enough for jazz, isn't it? Right. Yeah, exactly, Bill. Lung for the paint. So, yeah, the Marvec pre-RTA was a really big disappointment because it actually did taste quite nice when I built on that live show, which is right. Labelle Tutu, a decent seller online, is selling Marvec pre. Yeah, that's eSig 1, mate. They're selling them for $17.95, but do you know what I mean? I'm not going to buy it because I've just been stung, mate, with the black one. So you go ahead and buy it if you want, but I won't be buying anything from Marvec ever again, I don't think. Right, what else we got? When there are no reviews, people will end up buying as can't find if bad or good. I disagree if not doing review if item is poor. Jay Jarry, I am reviewing it now. So you can pick up your teddy bears, mate. I'm doing it live tonight. But yeah, I just haven't got round to doing it, mate. How are you doing, IVC Reviews 36? Oh, right, other reviews. Sorry, mate. You're getting my back up there, mate, because that just pissed me off even thinking about that RTA. In fact, I might even do the review next time. I'll do it properly, if you like, and I'll post it up there. Because you are right, it should be put out there, but I just hadn't got around to doing it because the thing with me is I like to actually vape my products when I'm doing the review so I can show it off. But if you can't even vape on it because you can't be, you know, you can't even take a drag because the paintwork's coming off, it just haven't got around to doing it, mate. But I will, now you've mentioned it, I will do it properly because you are right, because people need to know. Steve Nichols, how are you doing, brother? Right, 21 in watching. Must be an all-time record. Tubed in UK, Lisa's doing juice reviews. She's not here, actually, mate. She's out around my stepdaughters with her mum and dad. The grandparents down for the weekend, so Lisa's down the road visiting the great-granddaughter. So in on my own, I don't even think she's in chat tonight, mate. So yeah, you're just stuck with me, I'm afraid. But we are going to do the juice review in a minute. How you doing, Steve Nichols? All right, bub? Yeah, Bill, a lot of reviewers won't give a bad review because the company won't send them anything else. This one is just one that because I couldn't vape on it, I didn't it just didn't go with my normal flow of how I do my reviews. So I just thought it was a little bit different. So but I do need to do it now. So I will be doing it, and it will be about a 5-minute video saying don't buy this piece of shit. Or what I might actually do is cut out that little segment I've done on here and upload it. How's that sound? But the worst thing of it, though, is the customer service that I actually got from 3F8. It took them forever to actually send me out a replacement chimney. And when it arrived, it was actually just as bad as the original one. And when I asked for a refund, I think they offered me $5 off. Right, so what's everyone else vaping in the house? Come on, let's hear what you're vaping on. I do slightly give a hoot, so it'd be nice to see. Just have a little vape on the Drop Dead RDA here with the Own Boy OC Design Rage. Reviews for both on the channel, guys. Love this. Nice home combination. The Rage Squonk is a little bit heavy for out and about, but I do like it. It's very comfortable. Right, so the main reason for doing tonight was A, I haven't got anything to review this week, and B, I've noticed that I've just uploaded 102. In fact, TubeBuddy, the app I've got on Android, is a little bit slow at telling me, but it still says I've got 98 on there. But yeah, I've uploaded 100 videos since I started the channel back on the October the 27th, 2017. So I thought, yeah, let's go on air and touch base with my wonderful subscribers out there. So this is what we're doing, guys. Right, and next on the agenda, we're going to do a little juice review. And right, what have we got? That's a Squonker. Oh, right, chat's gone off again. I can't see anything. Where's chat gone? Right, so people are telling me what they're vaping on now, and I'm too busy talking, so I forgot. Sorry. Right, what we got? John Bolton. I tried the well fancier in my local shop. Tasted mega. Have you tried it? No, I haven't tried that one, buddy. Is that RDTA that converts into a dripper in it, John? Yeah, Jay Jerry, you're right, buddy. And I have reviewed some bad items on the channel. There hasn't been too many, but the Y Star, what was it called? Little Bang. No, I can't remember what it was. YFTK Little Bang, I thought was pretty crap. So I said about that. But most of the stuff I buy tends to be quite good, especially if it's from SXK. So hence I do a lot of thumbs up on the channel. Right, best MTL for flavor, still Berserker All Galaxies. Right, Damien. The thing is with the Berserker, mate, the Berserker Mini, the top cap is so tight on it. I did mention it in the review, but I've got a bit of a dodgy wrist, and I just find it too hard work at the moment, so I don't use it. But I have been rocking my Vapefly Galaxies here. This is what I have first thing in the morning, and also the Saver RTA, which I've also reviewed on the channel. And I've got the bigger airflow slot in here, and I've just got one hole open on each side. But this is right up my street. 19 watts, 0.56 build, and it's really good flavor as well. So the Galaxies probably does edge it, but it's veering on being a bit of a too restrictive draw for me. I like the draw on the Saver personally, because I like my restricted direct to lung. But yeah, Saver, Galaxies, Berserker is good, and I've got a few other styly ones on the channel, like the Doggy Style and the K-Fun Prime, which are really good as well. The K-Fun Prime is a top RTA for about $20. SXK, if you want to check it out. Right, homemade triple battery 3D printed mob with DNA 200 and the intake RTA on top. That sounds like a good setup, bro. Right, Vapor Bunny on the RSQ with Goon 1.5 and Blackcurrant M&A. Oh, that sounds nice, Bunny. Steve Nichols, G class and the I can't even say it, Aromomizer, but just ordered the T class for $89.99. Oh, is that the one with the fidget spinner on in it, Steve? What is that? The original Fatality you got, or the clone one for off 3F8? JJ Blue Raz Candy Nighthawk S Tips Square with Flav 22 5 Pawns Black Flag Rising Juice. That sounds good as well. I've got the Flav RTA, and that is banging flavor. It's basically a little RDTA Nighthawk. Got that on the channel if you want to check the review out. Right, LaBelle, homemade triple battery. I've already said that. That sounds pretty good. Did you make that one then, LaBelle? Kindred 2 Mech Dead Rabbit SQ with Higgy's Hula Fruits. That sounds pretty nice as well, Smith. I have my black and gold G class with the Modfather RTA and Red Eric from Flavor Boss. Thank you very much, Chris. There's some pretty tasty setups there out there then, guys. We've got the Tubed in UK's got Voopy Drag with Drop, V-Boy with Bachelor X, and the RX200 with a Manta. Some couple of good RTAs there, mate. I'm not a raver of the Drop, mate. The Drop Dead is much better, in my opinion. Right, Bill Byrne, the Purge B2B 2 custom squonkers, 2 G class 2. Bloody hell, are you doing a little setup yourself tonight, mate? 2 Q minis, custom Sue's box, and the triple stack Dreamer, 3 Goon 1.5s, 3 Dead Rabbits, Bonza, and 2 Umie VLSs. I'm glad you're using the VLS build because not many people use them. I tell you what, that is the bargain of the century. If you want a cheap dripper, you can do with vertical cores as well. 3F Vape have got them for $9.99 at the moment in all the colors. The VLS by Umie, and I think it knocks the wasp out of the park personally. Nikki Maynard, how are you doing? I'm very well, thanks, mate. Been looking at getting the K-Phone Prime, JJ. Yeah, check out my review on that because for 20 quid or $20, I should say, that's American dollars. You can't really go wrong. If you want to buy the original by Svovesta, it's about £100, which is probably about $120. But I always advise checking out the styly ones. If you like it, you can always buy the authentic later on. Or if you're tight, you don't have to buy the authentic and just stick with the decent styly one, such as the Goon 1.5 from SXK, because that's another top one. And a lot of reviewers have said they've compared it with the original and they reckon it's actually better. What's that? Is that the original Romizer you've got there, Steve? Right, Jay's Vape Reviews. Lost Vape E Square DNA 60 Serpent Mini RTA with some crazy crock, raspberry cream ice cream custard, Lost Vape Furrium with recurve RDA, and some digestive custard. Oh, everyone's going to town tonight, aren't they? I like it. I got the Furrium here as well, Jay, with the recurve RDA. I'm going to put the Recoil Rebel on it later because that's gold and it'll look a bit better. Because I might do a little live build for you guys if you can be bothered to stay and watch. Right, what else we got? Right, Nikki Maynard just got the H Cigar Wild Wolf and the Zeus Dual RTA. Cracking RTA, Nikki. Got it sitting on the Karma 2 here. What's the Wild Wolf? Is that just a standard mod, is it? John, engine nano, but you need a tank of juice to keep it going. Yeah, those, I've got the nano. It's a thirsty little bugger for a single coil, isn't it? LaBelle, my bro has just started making bespoke 3D mods. The one I have in my hand has a central pin that will eventually take the Titan RTA. Oh, that sounds pretty cool, man. Are they? Have you got a proper chip in them, or are they unregulated? Original Fatality, nice one, Steve. That's about £90 in it, Steve. Yeah, Bill. I never got the original one because of what I've heard from other people. The SXK Goon seems to be a good one. What have you put there, Jay Jarry? Good as do seem better than Saver RTA. What's that, mate? I like the Saver RTA. I might not have given it the glowest review. I said it was good, but since I've been using it more and more, I just do like the restriction you get from it. Only got the recurve has got something special coming. Shh, Mrs. doesn't know yet. Hey, well done, Steve. Right. Right, chat. I've been talking for a bit to you lot, so just forgive me for a minute because I did say to Lord Coggington's I'd do a little juice review. So we've been going 46 minutes tonight. My missus doesn't want me up late, so I won't be going on for 5 hours because I'm in the bedroom. So if she comes back home, wants to go to bed, that's it. It takes me about an hour and a half to pack all the gear away. So that's what I got to do. I need some fresh wick, don't I? So what we're going to do is, all right, Street Sleeper, how you doing, bro? I'm on the Engine Nano with the Smoke Battlestar. Hey, Mike Smeck reviews in the house. How we doing, bro? What are you vaping on, mate? Right, so what we got, guys, I'm going to do a little wick in here as well. It's not going to focus because this is a shite camera, but there you go. It's the Haku Fenner Styly by YFTK. Now, this is a slightly more expensive Styly one, this. But I'm going to chuck a little bit of a cotton bacon in, and then we're going to do a live juice review. So just bear with me. I'm not going to put the camera down low because I can't be arsed. So I'll do that for the recall build if I do that in a minute. You on that purge then, Mike? That priceless mod that you've purchased recently. I should get that on insurance or something, buddy. On the grip and the enforcer. That's the one, the enforcer. Bonzers on each. Sublime on one and smashed apple pie. Oh, nice. I like the sound of that Sublime. I do like a nice lime vape. You can't beat a Bonzer on a mechanical device, can you, mate? I prefer that over the drop myself. Right, guys, so we've got some wick in here. Just put a little strand of cotton bacon in. Anyone that's interested, I've got it on this Basium mod here. Yes, it's square, but it's very comfortable and I like it and it's light. And I gave it a good review because it's a good mod. So, Haku Venner. What I need to check is whether I've actually got the right juice in it. Probably not. We'll have to just drip on it. Right, where's my angle-ended tweezers? I think it's nicer than the Own Boy one. I think it's sleeker, mate. Someone asked me the other day if I had a choice between the Rage or the Basium. I said I'd have the Basium because I thought this is more practical because it's short. It's actually really comfortable, and even with batteries in, I was walking to and from work half an hour each way, and finding it perfectly acceptable walking without having to put it in my bag. So, whereas the Rage is a little bit on the heavy side. I still do love it though, the Rage, but it's more of a home device. But if I only had to have one, it'd have to be the Basium due to practicality. Right. Your missus is here laughing. I know. Oh, there she is. Hello, darling. How long's she been in chat? Right, you just my missus will keep you entertained a second. I'm just gonna clean out this squonk bottle. Just bear with me. Right. How are we all doing in the house then? You find it underpowered, do you, Mike? I thought the Rage was all right, mate. I tested it up against my drone at 100 watts and I thought it was delivering. But the Arctic Dolphin squonk device, that was underpowered. But for me, I don't care if it's underpowered too much because I'm not vaping it at a silly wattage anyway. So the Rage goes up to 200 watts, I believe, and so as long as it can hit like 90, I'm happy, mate. But no, it's interesting you point that one out because I thought it wasn't underpowered. Need you to let us sob 5 minutes. What? Someone tell him I need him to read this. Read what? Need you to let us in 5 minutes. Why? So Rage is 155. Yeah, it is. That's right, Mech. Mike, even. I can't remember, mate. I do so many reviews. What, were you finding it too little at 155 as well then, Mike? The thing is with me, I can't do testing for my mod reviews. I haven't got the equipment, so I test it up against the drone, and if it gives me the sort of same hit as the drone at 100 watts, then that's my testing. For if you want proper reviews, I would go to Daniel DJ LSB if you want proper testing on the proper wattage of devices, because I know it's wrong, but I'm not going to vape at 150 watts just so I can test it for someone. John Bolton didn't realize cleaning the squonk bottle was a euphemism for hitting the piss. Too much power on the Rage for me, but it does fire a bit slower. I don't have any issues with my Rage. Might be a little bit of a time delay, but who's in that much of a rush? Now, I use a mech if I want a proper hit. But if there's a few milliseconds delay, I don't see what the problem is on a device anyway. Yeah, you like your mechs all the time, Mike. That's probably why you think the Rage is underpowered then, bud. A bit of a ramp up on it, Bill. Yeah, but that's the thing is me is you know I like a bit of a restrictive cooler vape, so I don't find it a problem. But I'm glad you guys have pointed it out because I do need to bear that in mind because not everyone likes a restrictive cool vape. So I need to start taking note of ramp up times and stuff. But I thought it was quite instant when I first got it. I still rate it though. This Drop Dead is a wonderful RDA as well. Check out the review for that one, guys. Right, my missus a minute ago said I've got to let her in 5 minutes, so I'm presuming I'm going to have to do that. So Nighthawk, yeah, it's not bad. Probably me just being picky. I like fast ramp, warm but not hot vape, and restrictive lung. Yeah, fair enough, buddy. I do. I tell you what has got a good ramp up time is the Torum Mecca tube. Especially the copper one, it hits like an absolute train. But I always find it, you know, it's a bit too much for me. I'm a bit of a pussy when it comes to vaping, so I only have it now and again. I'll tell you what, though, is a good RDA. This Stage Vape Venus. Check out the review for that on the channel. I haven't got any wick in it today. Yeah, so just bear with me because I think I've got to let the rest of the crew in the house. See you in a minute. Right, back again. Right, Lisa Forby, are you actually watching this? Because I've just opened the door and there's no one there, so I've put it on the latch. So if you want to get in, just push the door. Next time, take the key with you. Right, guys, what was I doing? I was doing a juice review and then got distracted by my wife saying that she needed to get in the house. So we've just re-wicked the Venna, which is a nice, tasty, styly RTA, RDA even. And what we've got today is some Lord Coggingtons. Now, I've got very berry the flavour. Now, these come in like 250 milliliter bottles. I think you can get 501 litre ones. And they come, I think it comes with a concentrate. And sorry, Mike. And you can add the diluent and nick shots together. But I won this by retweeting something on Twitter the other day. And I inadvertently won something I didn't even realize I'd entered. So, spoken with Lord Cog, he sent me a pre-mixed bottle of this juice over. It's not bad prices as well. Like I say, it's like a short fill, but you might have to add a couple of ingredients to it. So check out Lord Coggington's website. It's called a Cog Shot, this one, but he does do short fill ones as well, which are pre-mixed. I think the Cog Shot ones do actually come with just the concentrate in it, and then he gives you the extras, the VG and stuff like that. So we've got some very berry, and I said to Lord Coggy I'll do a little juice review for him just for the fact that he gave me some free e-liquid. So here we go. 70/30 this is. So like I say, you can buy it pre-mixed and then you just have to add nick shots, or you can buy it like with just some concentrate, and I think he throws all the bits in that you just buy what you need. So we just put some juice on here. Oh, by the way, Bill Byrne, I've got one of your coils in here, buddy. We have got, what have we got in here? Where is it? Staggered views. Can never find anything. Right, that's what we got. We got a. Have we? Oh no, it's not. I thought it was a staggered fuse. I can't quite remember whether this is your one or not, Bill, but I'll give you a plug anyway. The Rolling Fog Coils on Facebook. Staggered fuse Clapton. If this is your one, it's 2 times 28 gauge with a stainless steel 316L wrap, which is a no, it's actually, that's not the wrap, that's the core. The wrap is 36 gauge stainless steel 316L. So we got a proper stainless steel core, this one. 0.34 ohms, it says on the box. So we're just going to juice her up. We got it on the Basium here. YFTK Haku Vena, which is a single core ATI. $20 on 3F8. And I have been vaping this, but I'm still not going to be able to tell you what's in it because my palette isn't that brilliant. Hence, I don't do many juice reviews. But here we go. I'll tell you what would have been a good thing for me to do is actually look on the website and find out what's supposed to be in it. Because to me, I can't really pinpoint any of the berries. It just tastes like it's a really nice flavor. It really is. But definitely strawberry in there. And I think there's some blackcurrant as well. But there could be dillberries, bloody blueberries, whatever. That's the trouble with these mixed vapes. You can't tell. But what I can tell you is that it tastes very nice. Yeah, it's nice. We've definitely got the strawberry and blackcurrant in there. Don't know if there's a hint of citrus in there as well. Lisa, are you actually here? Because I just opened the door for you, so I can't taste for shit. I can taste, Bill, but when you get these mixed fruit vapes, like it's very hard to pinpoint them because they're all blended together. So I don't know how you can do it myself. I don't know how you can say, oh yeah, I can taste the watermelon, I can taste the like mixed berries. To me, all the different berries just mix together and give you a nice fruity cocktail. Right, Lisa says it tastes like blackcurrant chewit. So it is nice though, Chris, isn't it? It is sweet, but it's not too sweet. You can still taste the like the tartness. Definitely got blackcurrant in it. Something like that. Let's have a look on Coggy's website a minute. It's Lord Coggington's, if anyone wants to check them out. Crystal's obviously tasted them before. Lisa, are you actually in the house? Have you come back yet? Well, I think the door's just going now, so they're just arriving. Right. Matt Chandler, how you doing, brother? Sorry, chat. I'm really doing crap here at catching up with you lot. Tubed in UK, been vaping 4 years and still don't fully understand the variety of coils. Bill Burns, the one to talk to, mate. Right, here we go. Let's do it. We've done it a little bit arse about face, but the description of the cog shop, very berry. Right, flavor, a great and refreshing mix of berries to give this nice flavor some taste. The subtle layers of different berries with extra amounts of cherry and strawberry. If you like a nice fruity vape, this is one for your content, and each purchase you'll find blah blah. Well, there you go then. So it's obviously got some cherry in it as well. Let's see if I can taste that. Nice one, Matt. Well, Lisa 4, but according to Coggy, it's got cherries in it. So yeah, I can taste a bit of black cherry, a bit of red cherry. What I do know, though, it is a very good blend, this one. There's no bitter aftertaste or anything like that. It's a really good flavour. In fact, yeah, you want to check out Coggy, because on Twitter and Instagram, he quite often gives out discount codes as well. Lord Coggington's. Definitely getting the strawberry and the blackcurrant on that. My missus thinks it tastes like the Chewit Sweets. I don't think it's as sweet as that myself. It's just a really flavourful vape. It tastes quite like the dark fruit cider. It doesn't really, but it's nice. It goes very well, actually, with the Strongbow dark fruits. Very nice combo. So I'm glad that I didn't get given this juice to actually do the review. Hence, I don't like doing them. I much prefer my hardware reviews. But I thought I'd just say what I thought it tasted like on the channels since I was live. Right, we've been going for over an hour now, so I'm going to give some shout outs now, guys. First of all, I'd like to shout out my stepdaughter. Now, she's a budding actress, and she's done a degree in performing arts, stuff like that. She's just set up her own little YouTube channel, doing some vlogs and stuff. Nothing vape related, I must add, but it's called Majestic Cheddar. Her name is Rosie, so please check out her channel over on YouTube and hit the subscribe button. It would be very much appreciated. Now, she just talks about general stuff. There's stuff on there about, she's done a little vlog on anxiety. She's done ones on Queen. She loves Queen. She's done another one on who's that famous YouTuber that I don't know. She just does lots of random stuff. Like, it's not particularly based on anything, but yeah, it's a really good short little vlog she does. So it'd be very good if you could check it out. So Majestic Cheddar is the name. So thank you very much. Right, I've also shouted out Lord Coggington's for sending me over my free juice. So thank you very much, LC. Another shout out for some fellow reviewers out there. Now, these reviewers I'm pointing out are smaller reviewers. They don't need, every reviewer says they need the support, but these ones I particularly like because they like interacting with me. So Kieran Beckett, another vape channel, top bloke, going through some family problems at the moment, but he continues to do his juice reviews, and he also does some hardware reviews. He prefers mouth to lung style of vaping, but another vape channel, please check it out, and his name's Kieran Beckett on Twitter and Facebook. Also, another shout out to the Big Dripper. I don't think he's in chat tonight, so that's a shame, TBD. But another small reviewer, does juice hardware. He quite often shouts out people on Twitter. Very nice bloke, very supportive. So yeah, TBD, the Big Dripper. Thank you very much. A couple of shout outs for people who are on Twitter that like to retweet posts, especially reviewers posts. If you've just uploaded the video, they'll do some retweets, and that's the Vaping Train and the Vaping Vessel. So please give them a follow on Twitter. Be very good if you could. And recently, I've just done my first upload to VapeTube, which is another platform, much like YouTube, but it's specially geared towards vaping. And yeah, there's a few reviewers on there already. We've got Solome, Little Bro Vapes, Liz Red Fox, Scuba Vapes. There's quite a few Eat My Babas on there. Quite a few reviewers on there. So it'd be great if you could go over there, give us all a little sub. I've got no subscribers on there at the moment because I've only put 2 videos up. So it'd be good if to get a couple of subscribers on the VapeTube channel. That would be much appreciated, because the way it's going on YouTube, there's every likelihood that my channel could get struck off. So it'd be good if you could just follow me on another channel, and then we'd all be able to carry on watching the videos. Right, Nemad is vaping. Nemad is vaping. He's Damo off of the Day and Night show with Sulphur Vapor, who's another one I'm going to shout out tonight. He was in chat earlier on. Not sure he is now. But yeah, Nemad is vaping, and the Sulphur Vapor. We got Vapor Jimmy, who's an Aussie guy. He does his juice and he does hardware. And I watched one of his videos the other day. Check out the Waterfo Warrior RTA. He's got like Julius Caesar on there, and he's sort of superimposed stuff on there. Really bizarre, quirky way of reviewing, and it's quite humorous as well. So check out Vapor Jimmy. Also, we got Jules Mama Vapes. Jules just started a channel very recently, last 2 or 3 months. She does juice reviews. She's also done a couple of hardware reviews as well. So please check out Jules Mama Vapes. And then we've got the Vape UK network. There's a lot of reviewers on there who actually do live casting on their show. But Vape UK network actually have their own channel on YouTube. So check them out. And the likes of Solome Reviews, Little Bro Vapes, Adam GBV Nation, and Chunkmeister, to name but a few of the reviewers who actually do casting on the UKN. Well, I don't believe Solome, and they've just stopped their show on there the other day, actually. But check it out anyway. VH Reviews is another small reviewer. Very nice bloke from, I think it's Northern Ireland. We've got Roy's Reviews as well. Mr. Goober Vapes over from Utah in the States. Really top bloke he is. Check out his channel. We've got IVC Reviews 36, Irish vaping channel. He's recently hit 130 subs. So check him out. I think he's doing a giveaway on Monday on Facebook. We've got Worthing Vapor. He's another one that I've been subscribed to for a long time, actually, I believe. If I wasn't subbed, I used to watch his videos even 2 or 3 years ago. So yeah, check out his channel. And then we've got the Rolling Fog Coils, which is Bill Byrne, who's in chat. And he does all these nice little coils that I've been using in my reviews recently. So I've probably missed other people off there, but all you bigger reviewers out there, you don't need me to shout you out. You've got your own people too. I'm just trying to promote the people around me, the ones who aren't on very many subs, that tend to interact a little bit more on Twitter and Facebook, stuff like that. They've got a little bit more time for you. So check out all of those people. So that is the shout out over. Apart from one special shout out, obviously I've got to thank my family too. Lisa Scrivener, or Lisa Forber her name is, but she calls herself Scrivener because she likes the name. She is really supportive on the channel. She shouts out all of us reviewers on Twitter, retweets, reposts, stuff like that. And she's a wonderful lady. So thank you very much, Lisa Forber, or Lisa Scrivener. Depends what network you're on. I think she's Lisa Forber on YouTube. And yeah, a shout out to Vinny and Frankie as well. I know we have our ups and downs in the household, but they're my 2 stepsons, 15 and 20. We have some fun in this household, I tell you guys. But Yeah. Shout out to those two guys. Frank's going on holiday for a couple of weeks, so gives us a little bit of peace because there'd only be one of them in the house. So, but yeah, that is the end of that. Right, we've got 18, so I'm losing a few. We'll probably wrap this up within 2 hours this time. But I did say I'd do a little build earlier, didn't I? Right, why is no one talking anymore? Jay Jerry, when you vape after, should leave taste in your buds at different watts. Mate, I'm not a connoisseur on the old juice tasting, buddy. I do what I do, mate. I can only do what I can do. I describe what I actually feel. Like same with my reviews. I quite often get comments with people saying, "Oh, tell us more about the throat hit and this, that, and the other." I do take it on board, but I don't like throat hit because it gives me a sore throat. So if it gives me throat hit, I tend to not like it. So a lot of my juice will be 80% VG. But I do take it on board. Someone said the other day, my mouth to lung, they want to know about throat hit. So I will try and mention that in my next review, but I can't promise anything because I just vape. I'd say what I actually feel. Bit busy building calls at the moment, mate. Sorry, you carry on, bud, as long as you're still watching. Nighthawk, got to head into town and watching on PC today. I'll leave your stream run. Cheers, Nighthawk. Thanks for turning up, buddy. I can't listen and type, mate. You carry on, Matt. If there are people still in chat that actually want me to carry on, we will do. But I'm definitely going to wrap it up before 2 hours. We're not going on for 5 hours tonight. So there you go. This Galaxies is a good one, though. I don't know who mentioned it earlier. Was it Chewed, wasn't it? Very nice. I actually prefer this over the Berserker, mate, because the Berserker top cap is so hard to get off and on. It really pisses me off. So I tend to use the Vapefly Galaxies. I think it might have, I don't know about the flavor. The Berserker really has got a nice flavor and smooth airflow, but I just find this one easier to use. Right, Bill Burns just mentioned 20% off all calls to UK reviewers. So any UK reviewers watching, there you go. The Rolling Fog calls. Bit of a discount for you guys out there. I've still got a few to keep me going, Bill, but I will do another purchase at some point, mate. And I'll also get in contact about one of your squonk mods as well. Because Bill does his own hand-built squonk mods. Well, I don't know if they're hand-built. They are put together by him, but I think he orders all the parts from elsewhere. He's got, I think they're 3D printed panels and stuff. So check out the Rolling Fogs Facebook page and for his squonkers. Now, I do want to buy one off you soon, Bill, and I will review it from you. So remind me that on Facebook, and you can do me a deal. Charge on. Right. Okay, that's cool. I seem to have lost a few people, but there's always a few ghosts that watch these channels. They're probably busy just chilling out in whatever they're doing. So we're just going to have a little sup on my Dark Star fruits. I do like that, actually. Especially when you're vaping fruity flavors. I do like a nice cider. Right, let's have a little puff on the Recurve RDA with the Furion Mech Squonker. Lovely setup, this one. Love it. Right, someone said something then, but my chat's gone off. All right, Gamagin, got the intake today. Really enjoying it. That's another one that was on my wish list, but I haven't been able to afford it. but I have seen good reviews on the intake. So at some point I might get one, hopefully when they've reduced it in price a little bit. John Bolt and Bill Byrne, do I get a discount even though I review live? Just been on Rolling Fog Coils and seen his new price structure. What a list of calls. I'll build some, but we'll have a chat with Bill over message on Facebook. Yes, thanks for that, Damien. I'm sure Bill will be very pleased with that. Yeah, I know you will, Bill. I appreciate it, buddy. And I'm not going to say nothing. I just thought your little 20% off code you gave a minute ago, the UK reviewers, Bill. I was going to read it as to anyone that's in chat tonight will get 20% off the Rolling Fog Coils. But as you didn't write that, I better not say it. But I just thought it might be a little idea. But that's not my place to call, because at the end of the day, making hand-built coils is a very time-consuming process, and Bill gets all the materials himself. So he's obviously not going to do it for free, all of this stuff, guys. So very reasonable prices anyway. There you go, 20% off for everyone. Sorry about that, Bill, but you might get a few more purchases tonight, mate. Except aliens. I'll tell you one thing, Bill. Are you going to do me a crafty little pair of aliens? Or a few aliens? I'll speak to you on Facebook about it, mate, because I do want to purchase some of those aliens, because that's my favourite coil, especially on single coilers. Actually, is that what I've got in here? Yeah, that's what I've got in here. This isn't one of Bill's calls in it. This is from the Vapor Depot. I got some hand-built calls from them. And they were actually aliens. They're pretty good as well. Like I say, I'm not just going to be promoting one person on here. I buy calls from here, there, and everywhere. But Bill's do tend to be quite reasonably priced, and they do taste spot on. I like the fact that he uses the 40 gauge outer wrap as well, so you get a really good ramp up on them. All right, the aliens are a lot more work, Bill. Yeah, you did do some the other day, though, Bill, didn't you? Cheers for that, Chris. Crystal just liked the page as well. All right, it's always good to give a little shout out to small businesses, especially ones to do with vaping. I met Bill at the expo in October. Really nice gentleman. You know what I mean? Really nice. Got the time of day for you. He's no drama or anything involved. Very nice bloke. So yeah, he'd appreciate all your support, guys. Hello, GVV Nation. How we doing, Adam? Thanks for popping in, sir. How you doing, GBV? What you doing? You off on painting the town red tonight or anything? Michelle B, hello. Thank you very much for the 100 uploads. I know we're scratching at the barrel with 100 uploads, aren't we? But I couldn't actually believe that I'd actually done 100 uploads. I was thinking, Christ. But you look at someone like Vaping with Vic, he's done about 4,500 or something, probably more than that. No discount on the aliens then. I'll have to have a little word with Bill later on about that one then. £12 for 6 aliens, £12 for Fralians. What's a Fralian then, Bill? Is that a framed alien? Right, GBV, I'm good, thank you very much. I've been having an office day, tidying up the channel and re-imaging the thumbnails. Yeah, all that work that the general public don't realize goes on when you're doing a channel A GBV, like updating the website, stuff like that. I need to update mine, and doing thumbnails, uploading, putting the descriptions on, all of that malarkey takes hours. It's not just a case of doing the videos and then uploading them, guys. That's why I like going live, because I did my little review earlier of the Marvec Priest GBV, because it wasn't a very good one, but it's so much easier to just go live. You've done it, finished, and it's all on there without anything to worry about. But when you're doing your normal reviews, you've got to take pictures of stuff. You've got to tidy up your thumbnails, or you've got to compose a thumbnail, put all the like titles and stuff on there. And it's quite artistic work. If you want it to look good, it takes a long time to do all of this. Like, just to do one video, it takes me too long, really. I need to work out how to streamline it a little bit better. But because I know Solo's starting to do his a little bit more compactly, he can fit it in with a few hours, and he's before he actually starts recording, to putting out the finished product. So I do need to work out how I can manage my time a little bit better. Oh, yeah, it's a pain, but worth it. It is a pain, GBV. I'm just explaining that there's all the stuff that goes on in the background that people probably wouldn't know that actually has to happen before it gets uploaded. I haven't done a channel trailer either, GBV, and you've just reminded me of that. I have got a little note on my phone. I need to do that. How long did you do it for? Is it like less than a minute or something like that? This is the core. This is the wrap. Picture recalls. What's FTW mean? Yeah, welcome in 1 minute long. Yeah, I need to do one of those as well, GBV. So thank you very much for reminding me of that. Right. Fucking, I forgot that. I've got all that bloody Puffin Billy shit as well. I got 6 other bottles of juice here, but I don't think I'll bore you with all of those reviews. Right, I did say I'd do a little build. Do you want me to do a build, guys? It's a X1 if you want. I want at least 10 X1s, otherwise I'm not doing it. Very funny, Michelle. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 4 more people. Well, I'll just sit back and have a little drag on the drop. Bill Byrne, I'm after dual calls around 0.14. I'm also looking for some calls to use single coils. Steve Nichols. Right, what's that? 7. Chris, you've already done one, mate. I'm not that pissed. We're nearly there. 2 more. I think it's 1 more still, guys. So anyone in chat, if you want me to do a little core build, we need someone else to put X1. Clifford Cooper, well done, mate. You've won tonight's star prize of watching me do a live core build very badly, probably. Oh, here we go. Right, this is going to take more than a fucking hour, actually. So Right, what we've got tonight, guys. What am I building it on? Bassium. It's already got coils in it. I thought as we got the rolling fog coils in the house, we're going to put some coils in the Recall Rebel. Come on, focus. There it is. It's already got some stainless steel 22 gauge in, which is a really nice vape. But I thought I want to try some of Bill's Met coils, and then I'll put it on the Furion afterwards. So I suppose you want to have a look at it as well, do you? I better just clear the table a minute. Right, I'm not clever enough to put music on, so you'll have to entertain yourselves for a minute. Let's just clear some deck space. Right, let's see if we can adjust this desk again. What I want to get, hang on. Right. Carry on, guys. Get my elastic band out. Oh, right. There's a picture of the wrong table. Let's see if we can get this to work. Let's move the laptop over a bit. The old Swift X tidy, the favorite bit of any review. Yeah, Adam, I've only got one webcam, mate, as well. So this is proper raw material now. Let's pull that out a little bit. Tell you what we're going to do is get these lights a bit better as well. Let's raise them up. You raise me up. That is as high as it goes. Right. How's that? Has that made it any brighter? It's not too bad, is it? Fucking hell. Put that back a little bit. Right. Crock shot. Do you want another look? Hey. Right, here we go. God, this bloody chair. I need to get a decent chair as well. Oh, fucking hell, it looks shite. Oh, I hate this bloody webcam. My phone's much better. Too much light, isn't it? What's that look like? Why isn't it focusing, you piece of monkey's turd? Fucking Logitech. Stuart, I can't do manual focus because it's going directly through YouTube, mate. I tried to do it, but when I go on the Logitech thing, it doesn't let me. Unless someone can tell me how to use the Logitech gaming software while YouTube is running as well. Oh, what I see. Try that. Oh, fucking piece of shite. Yeah, GBV. Because I have got this software for it, but it doesn't seem to because when I use the camera app on my phone, not on my phone, when I'm using the camera on the Windows, there I can go in through that and do it in manual focus, but I can't seem to work out how to do it when I'm just directly on YouTube. So yeah, but it's just annoying, John, because I can't get it to focus in. It's pissing me off, buddy. Right, let's take it off auto. Right, there we go. Does that work? Can't bloody see it though. Tell me when it's in focus. That looks a bit better, doesn't it? Right, here we go then. Let's get rid of these little bad boys. So chat amongst yourself, guys. Oh, what's this? I should have had the bloody calls out of this before I actually did it. Why am I being a numpty? Is it 10 times worse now? Right. This RDA we're using today is the Recall Rebel by Grimmy OC. And, or Recall, I think it is. And it is a top RDA. This was probably one of my best for flavor, this RDA is. For dual cores. So I thought it'd be rude not to try one of Bill's cores in it. Right, let's try and oh what? Oh, let's not do that. Let's turn that brightness down a bit. It's shining off the fucking deck, isn't it? Oh, there you go. Perfect. Right, Bill, what cores are we going to use then? I think we're going to use those ones you gave me the other day because it's got the nice little label on it. Can you read that? Quad core mech fuse, 4x 28 gauge NI80, 40 gauge stainless steel 316L, and it's 0.19 ohm per coil. So it should come out about 0.1 ohms, which is a little bit too low to put on the Furion Squonker, but fuck it. Yeah, those mech ones, Bill. let's hope the Basium can fire that low, shall we? So I really should plug the Coily tool as well, shouldn't I? Here it is, the MF Vape Coily tool. And what we're going to do is we're going to cheat and look at this cord that I've got here. And we're going to put it in here, see how long it is. It's there now. Right, so for anyone that hasn't seen the Coily tool, here it is. And we've also got the standard version here. So we've got the Crystal Palace colours going on here. And they had a good win 2-0 today, up the Eagles. So get your little coil, 7.5 millimeters. Here we go. Get your little snips. Is it held too low? What's held too low? Can't see anything now because I turned the bloody lights off. Put it back up again. Oh, that's better. Let's get the white balance up a little bit better. Right, what cord did I just cut? Is that they're pretty much the right size anyway. Right, I'm just going to snip these over by the bin. Right, so Coily tool, you can buy it in a number of UK and international vendors now, and also on Facebook. Check out the Facebook page or the Facebook group. Simon Martin is the founder and owner, so do check it out. It comes in very handy. Right, here we are. We've got our little decky wecky here, and knowing Bill, he's done these at 2.5 millimeters, so it makes it even harder to build on. Which is good for flavour, but not that great for wicking. Not live, anyway. I know, but it'll be fine, don't worry. Just got to check your batteries. If you're using a mech and you've got a low resistance, don't have more than a couple of puffs. To anyone that doesn't really know what they're talking about out there, you need to know your Ohm's law when you're using mechanical devices. Make sure your batteries haven't got any nicks or tears in them, and make sure that you've got a protruding 510 pin on your RTA or RDA, I should say. Much like the, where is it? The Zeus one I've got here. You can see it's just about a millimeter. So I'm happy to use that on my Karma 2 mech, which I'm just going to have a crafty little puff on. Right, lovely jubbly. Right, the good thing with this deck is it's got 4 screws on it. So you can tighten each one down independently. So just do this side, shall we? I love flatheads. It's the worst thing in the world trying to build with flathead screws live on camera when you've had a couple of ciders. You can never get it in the bloody hole. Slip. Bloody stupid design. I like using hex screws, nice strong hex grub screws, because you just put your Allen key in and it stays in there. Bloody flatheads. Yeah, I know I'm a bad workman, Bill, but you know, it's so much harder when you're doing it like this. It's just stupid. Bloody things. That'll do. I'll tighten the other bit down in a minute. That's too close now. Bollocks. Sound like it's got to come up a bit yet, hasn't it? Yeah, Nicky, the Zeus Jewel, mate, is one of my favourite ever RTAs because it's top fill, it doesn't leak, and if you get the wicking right, you get some proper flavour out of it. And I like taking an RTA to work with me. I like squonking and that too when I'm at home, but I just think RTAs, they're underrated. There's all these people that say drippers have the best flavour. I think RTAs give you just as good flavour, and you get a consistent flavour out of an RTA as well. You don't get the dry hit when it's verging on running out of juice. But I do like a good squonk as well. Another good RTA is the Billow X. If you can really pump up the wattage on that one if you like your clouds. But if you want a single coiler, I've done a few single core ones recently, but I still think the Zestia, this little bad boy here, single coil RTA, the paintwork on this is absolutely flawless. I just think it looks pucker. If you put this on like the Nunchaku or something like that, 37, 40 watts, and the battery lasts you most of the day if you're at work and you're not chain vaping. But very good flavour. It's a little bit noisy, but a good one if you don't, because I don't always want to vape around 60, 80 watts all the time. So I like to alternate personally. Right, so here's our Coils. I'm not happy with that one. Let's push that in a little bit. Fucking shaking. Get in there, you bastard. Oh God, this is the worst build ever. Right, there we are. We're going to get our coil in now. Right, with the Recall Rebel guys. Yeah, I saw that. I need to look at your review for that one, Adam. I saw you had reviewed it. But yes, I need to check that one out, mate. I've just ordered the core tank, you know, by the German 3 or something. Got that coming from 3F Vape. Apparently that's a good one as well. In fact, I'll just read you what I have bought, shall I? Actually, I'll do it later on. Fuck it. But the core, what's it called? Core RTA by Vapefly. I think Vic's already reviewed it because he gets sent everything instantly. So like Mike Vapes does. But us menials, we have to wait for things. Where's my coiling rod? Let's use this bad boy. Whoops, just press the fire button. It's always a good idea to turn the mod off. Oh, for fuck's sake. Right, so as you can see on here, we've got this is angled airflow 45 degrees down for this deck. I think this is the best one to use with the Recoil Rebel. So I like to get the air. I like the bottom underside being hit. So you've got to try and judge it. Doesn't look too bad. I think it's how I normally gauge it with the Rebel, somewhere around about the top of the deck. So that doesn't look too bad. Right, what's this resistance saying in Bill Byrne? Clive Harding, awesome deck on the Billow X. Top securing screws similar to the Manta. Yeah, the Billow X is a pucker one. The only thing is it's got those massive airflow slots, so there is a tendency you could get a little bit seeping if you don't wick it properly. Yeah, good old 3F Vape, Adam. They're bloody turning it around really quickly at the moment as well. I got something 7 days later the other day. I have to check it out. What's it called again? The Bayonet Top Fill as well. I'll have to check out your review on that one, Adam. Right, what is this resistance saying? Oh god, this shitty camera. What's it say? 0.11 at the moment. Are these NI80s, Bill? Yeah, so I'll tell you what, the Dead Rabbit RTA is one that I'm looking forward to as well. I love the look of it. Street Sleeper 4. This is a good one though, mate. The Drop Dead. Proper smooth airflow and really good flavour. I've got it in the piano black there. Check out the review on the channel if you haven't already. I know it's hyped up to the hilt, but it is a really good RDA. Yeah, I don't want it to be below 0.1 anyway, mate. Look at these lovely colours we're getting here. God, this fucking thing. Just slightly spacing it just to get rid of the hot spots. Right, where's me thing? Right, what's everyone else saying? Elric M3659, congrats to you. Thank you very much, mate. Yep, 100 uploads, just past 102, I think it's on now, in fact. 100 uploads and 1,000 subs I've had recently. So basically, that means I've had 10 subs per video. So that's pretty good on average. Just gonna crank up these screws again. Fucking hell. Get in the bloody slot. Anyone that's new out there watching, when you are doing your rebuilds and you're pulling coils about and strumming and whatever, it is always a good idea to retighten your screws after you've finished pulsing, because they can come loose. You don't really want that. Let's put the wattage up. I've only got it 40 watts. Fuck's sake. How's that looking, Bill? I think we're there, mate. Glowing from the inside and out. Right, let's let these puppies cool down and we can put some wick in it. Yeah, heat makes metal expand as well, mate. Everyone's subscribing for the 5-hour live streams. There's no, I've been told on, I can't remember the expression, no uncertain terms, that I'm not allowed to stream for 5 hours, especially tonight, because I'm in the bedroom and Lisa wants to go to bed at like midnight or whatever. So fucking hell, we've done 2 hours already. Right, let's get some wick in this bad boy. They do look sweet, don't they? Bill's done a cracking job with those coils. Where's that packaging again? Here's the packaging. Quad core mech fused. I don't know what way around you can read it. Is it that way? I'm looking forward to puffing on this one, actually. Right, we've got a little bit of cotton bacon here. You can use Muji cotton. You can use your old socks if you want, but I like using cotton bacon in my RDAs. But I'm not anal about it. Yeah, Muji I use as well, but it takes more time, so I'm lazy. Right. How much cotton do we need? I forgot I've got the Ultim spacer in it as well. Maybe I should have taken that out first. Oh, well, fuck it. Oh, God. I am squonking, so I'm not going to ram it full of cotton. Who's on a curfew? Oh, what, the 5 hours? Yeah, I don't know where she is, though. Lisa's a bit quiet in the chat if you're still there. Oh, bit too far, that's her. God, I'll tell you what, this sobers you up doing this. Right, here we go. Let's get rid of some of this. Get rid of your tools, mate. So we've got cotton bacon here. We've got an RDA. You don't really need to frig around too much, to tell the truth. Just shove it in there. But because I've got this Ultim insert around the edge, it makes it a little bit less room to put your wick in. You can take the insert out, but I just think it actually works really well. It does stop it leaking, which is what the design was for. If I was doing an RTA, I would do this a lot more finicky, but I'm not. It's an RDA, so you can just shove it in there and just make sure it doesn't interfere with the squonk pin. And then we'll get some juice in this bad boy. Oh god, I can't bloody see anything. Where is the squonk pin? It's actually raised on this one a little bit. Right, let's put a bit of foggies on there, little coggies even. Right, so where's the camera? Just I like to make sure the air can get underneath here as well, so it hits that core. So just make sure the wicks are out of the way from underneath the core, as well as the squonk pin as well. Doesn't look too bad actually. I'm quite pleased with that. Right, should we give it a little pulse? We have vapors. That's looking quite nice actually, isn't it? Right, do you want to see it in squonk mode? Go on then. Oh, I can't remember where the focus is. Where's the focus? Yeah, let's put it right out there. There we go. Right, hold it straight. Let's adjust this angle. God, where's the bloody lens gone? There we go. Look at that bad boy. And that nice Ultim insulator. It's keeping it all in there. So these cores are rolling fog, meched, something or other. What are they? Quad core mech fused. So that is the Recall Rebel rebuilt and wicked up. So let's go back up top and I'll tell you what I think about it. Right, where's the fucking focus gone? Right, bear with me, guys. Put the light back on. Oh, I'm looking forward to giving this a little blast. I tell thee, Bose Selector. Am I in focus? Yeah, it looks all right, doesn't it? God almighty, I wish I had two cameras. That's not right. Let's put it forward a little bit. See the side. God's sake. Right, stop frigging about. Palace won no contest. Right, who's talking in chat then? She's fell asleep. Second one wasn't enough cotton. What? Are you being picky, Bill? What do you mean? Not long enough? Plenty of cotton in there, mate. Let's pull it over a little bit. God, you have to watch so bloody closely, don't you, Bill Byrne? Eh? I thought I got away with that. That looks good enough for me. Right, put a bit of juice around here. Are you back home yet, Lisa? I suspect we've been burgled because I opened the door. Cheers, Mr. Steve Nichols. Tom Radio Exact International. Nice work. Thanks very much, bro. Not thick enough. It's slid too easy. Look, Bill, can you just shut the fuck up, please, mate? Look, I'm getting some compliments on here. It's a good bit of wicking that was, brother. If you remember, Bill, when you put juice on it, it expands out, mate, fills out the core. Otherwise, you don't want it too compact. Otherwise, you'll get a bit of a dry hit or something. So you've always got to allow for expansion, buddy, in all forms of life. Right, there we go. We've got the slam cap back on. And what we're going to do is transfer it over to the... What have I got in there, though? I've got to put it on the Furrier, haven't I? It's gold. Oh, it's brass, but you know. Watching match of the day. What, you at home, Lise? Yeah, Palace had a good win today, didn't they? The mighty Eagles. Not long enough. I hear that a lot. It's not the length, John. It's the girth, apparently, mate. No worries, Damien. Tubed in UK. Yeah, he does a good job of those calls as well, mate. And for anyone else that's joining us tonight, Bill did offer a little discount earlier. So if you haven't watched the whole video, I suggest you rewind it. I'm sure he won't mind me saying so. Right, are you all waiting with bated breath for the first puff on my little Recall Rebel RDA? Let's just have a drink first. Please behave, mod. What did I say that resistance was? I'm just going to check that again, actually. Safety first. 0.11. Yeah, that's... Those Samsung 30Ts can just about handle that. If you do a couple of puffs. Right. That was a bit slow, wasn't it? Let's have a puff. Fucking hell. Yeah, 0.11. How many amps does that work out at? Bear in mind, there is a voltage drop on this Furrier, and it's probably only 3.7 going to be hitting the coil. It's probably about 33 or something, isn't it? Yeah, that works, Bill, doesn't it? I put it on the mech squonker because these coils that Bill's designed, these quad core mech ones, are obviously designed for your mechs and your mech squonkers. Fucking can't get it to focus now. It's probably on manual still. But yeah, let's have another little squonk, shall we? I think I've got some of my forest fruits in this one. Hi, Mike. Here, Tom from the hospital. Nice work and new YouTube equipment, I see. Yes, buddy. I've got the... I hope you're doing all right first, actually, Tom. I know you've been inside for a few days, but I think you're on the mend now. So nice one, bro. We've got the Yeti mic here. It is a little bit sensitive if you knock it. Probably nice and loud for you there. But 38.18, power 160. Yeah, but I can wholeheartedly say, Stuart, that this Furrier isn't there's not 4.2 volts going to that coil. That only feels like about 100 watts to me. In fact, we're just going to do a little test. Put it on the Basium, crank that up. Let's put that on 100 watts. Here we go. 100 even felt stronger. That's probably more like 90. So that just shows you the voltage drop you get on a mech. It's probably even less. It's probably something like 3.5 actually going to the core. Yeah, that's spot on then, Bill, isn't it, mate? Oh, Bill, though, on the Basium, 100 watts, mate. That tastes absolutely fantastic, brother. Yeah, I recommend the quad core mech fused by Bill. Just bear with me a second, guys. It's just give you a little show off of the there's the Recoil Rebel there. We've got the Furion. I've zoomed in a little bit too much there. That's the Lost Vape Furion for anyone that's interested. Let's try and get a better shot of it. I've got the brushed Ultim with brass, with the gold Recoil Rebel. That Recoil Rebel I only got for 20 quid extra when I bought the Rage Squonk device, and it was a really good buy. I'm glad I bought that because that one does live up to the hype, guys. If you want a decent dual coil Atty, they're normally about 40 or 50 quid, but it really is a top RDA, this one, and looks pretty mint on here. Mr. Williamson, Devil Vapor, how you doing, buddy? Just done a little live build on camera, Dean, of the Recoil Rebel with the Furion now. So if you really fancy it, rewind it and you can see an hour-long build live on camera. Brushed crystallized piss. This is a work of art, buddy. What's the matter with you? I do like the look of the stainless steel black Furions they do, though. Yeah, Bill Byrne, anyone else in chat, he's doing a special discount for his handmade calls tonight, 20% off for anyone in chat. And for reviewers at any time. Got a selection here purchased from Bill. He threw in a couple of extra for the purpose of the reviews, but yeah, very reasonable prices. I don't particularly like Ultim, but when it's surrounded by brass and gold, I think it looks all right, though, D. Bill, I like my Furion. I know it's a little bit temperamental, but it's all right, mate. Wee, AVC's in the house. How you doing, brother? Yeah, that's yeah, that is a nice nice couple of calls there, Bill. Well done. Right, one more can and then that's it then. What time's the curfew? Oh, it's only 11 o'clock. Oh, that's plenty of time. Oh, this doesn't do the analytics any harm anyway, Dean. Get a few minutes on the channel. Most of my videos average about 4 minutes, so it really does make you laugh when you do a rebuild and everything. You do a 20-minute video and then people watch it for like 3 or 4 minutes, if you're lucky. But you do a little live stream, get 100 people watching, and you suddenly get a massive spike of about 8,000 minutes. So it doesn't do it much harm at all. You're doing all right, Kieran. How is it all, mate? Drinking some Strongbow dark fruits. I'm on my cider. I like a nice fruity vape. Call me a pussy, but that's what I'm on tonight. Let's have a bit of Zeus Jewel. Stuart, that's not a very nice thing to say, is it? I quite often watch Dean's videos, especially the ones where he's talking to cows in the park and down the road from his motorway. I like those ones. Right, what else am I going to talk about then? Has anyone got any questions in chat? We're getting to that time now because I've been on air for over 2 hours. So. It's all okay, AVC, alone with the kids, but hey ho, busy editing at this time of night. You editing more videos, AVC? How's your wife? Is she all right, mate? I've watched all your videos from start to finish, apart from the juice reviews. Laugh out loud. Who's that, me or Dean tubed? Elric, I'm vaping the Wrecking Ball from Vape Wild, banana pudding. I find with bananas, they have to taste like real bananas. Otherwise, I'm not a fan of banana vapes. I switched on too late, therefore my questions. What have you said, Tom? Have I missed your questions, mate? What do I think of it? What do I think of what? The that last build? Sorry, I'm missing questions. Imagine what it's like when you've got like 500 people commenting. I've got like about 19 people in it. Oh yeah, for anyone that is actually watching, can you give the video a little thumbs up because it does the analytics no harm at all. Thank you very much. AVC, yes, she's okay. It's kind of sunk into making the most of the time left. But hey, let's just chill out and have fun watching you get drunk. Okay, Brad, there's not much we can say about it. I really do feel for you guys and all the best. Yeah, quite happily watch me having a few beers, mate, and I'll no doubt have a headache in the morning. Yeah, just what Bill's saying there. He obviously makes calls out of his own pocket. So he's not going to go giving reviewers free calls for no reason. So I'm quite happily give Bill some money, especially if he's offering 20% off for reviewers. I think that's a very good bargain. So thanks very much, mate. And they are very good calls as well. And Bill Burns' calls aren't that expensive as well. For what you're actually getting, you're getting some quality calls. So check out the Rolling Fog calls on Facebook. He's also on Instagram as well. But yeah, very reasonably priced. And the thing is with handmade calls, they do tend to last a little bit longer as well before you have to purchase others. So you can always just dry burn them and re-wick them, basically. They should last you a good few months if you look after them. Right, so as I was saying earlier, there's nothing on the channel this week. I'm having a week off because I haven't got anything to review because I'm skint because I've spent it all on the Blue Yeti and the new laptop and the new webcam and some lights. So, yeah, to tell the truth, I'm absolutely drained anyway from working 9 till 5:30 every day, doing reviews and that. I just thought I just fancied a little bit of a chill. I thought I'd have a little live show tonight. Did my juice review earlier and the build of the Recall Rebel. I also reviewed the Marvec Priest tonight, RTA, which has got paint flaking off on it. So if you want to check out the review, watch the playback on the Marvec RTA. It's a bag of shite. But I have got some things coming from 3F Vape because, like I say, I purchased most of my gear. I've got a few free items from kind people like Nelson at UTech. He's sent me a couple of items, but like 97% of my gear is purchased myself. So I've got some stuff from China coming. And I've gone for a few mouth to lungs because looking at my figures, it seems like mouth to lung in Europe is there. People like watching mouth to lung videos, and I don't mind a mouth to lung as well. So we've got the Fumitech Go Tank, which is 3 milliliters in capacity, 22 mil, and it looks actually quite nice. And I got it from 3F Vape for $14.99. So watch this space for the review for that one. We've also got a direct to lung from Vapefly. I don't know if Dean's got it in chat there, but it's the Core RTA, and it was designed by some German reviewers. I believe it was reviewers or some sort of consortium. I think Vaping with Vix just reviewed it, but I purchased that for about I can't quite remember, $20-something, 4 milliliters in capacity, 25 millimeters diameter. So really looking forward to that because I do like my dual core RTAs. We got another mouth to lung tank for you. It's called the Exprimizer, which is a authentic, the V3 Fire mouth to lung RTA from X-Vape, 22 millimeters. Now that one was a little bit pricey for me as well. It was $34, but I think the recommended retail price is about $50, something like that. So looking forward to that because it's actually a authentic from 3F Vape. So well, I hope it's authentic anyway. But that's I think it's a German-based company. So the Exprimizer AVC, you might be interested in that one, buddy, and the Go Tank as well. Yeah, German 103, I think it is the Core Tank AVC. You haven't been sent the core either, Devil, no? Yeah, the thing is though, Dean, if you look at my videos, which you probably don't, but looking at my analytics, mate, like the K Fun by SXK, like Berserker, Siren 2, all of that get me about, like the K Fun's got about 6,000 or 7,000 views. The Berserker's got 2,000 or 3,000 more than that, actually. And it seems like people over here in Europe like their mouth to lungs. So I quite like vaping on them. So I'll quite happily buy them. But, you know, I also like vaping on my Recall Rebel as well. So we'll get them in too. But it is bizarre because I put the Drop Dead up the other day and it's only got about 200 views. And I'm like, I can't believe that people aren't watching it. But obviously they don't like my style of reviewing when it comes to doing those sort of ones. I don't know. I mean, bores me in the start of Vape, not your videos. It's all right, Dean. I didn't take it offensively, buddy. I like a nice mouth to lung. When I first get up, I've got me Vapefly Galaxies here. I've got it at something like 12 watts and a 1.1 ohm core, but I get a nice hit and it doesn't like, because when you've been vaping a lot the night before, you wake up, sometimes they're in the morning, and it's just nice to have a nice little nicotine fix. I also vape it like a direct to lung because I can't help it. Street Sleeper says he's going to get her order in with Bill Byrne. Yeah, you can't beat a good pod, can you, Stuart? Yeah, I'm going to have to go and get one for that, Stuart. Where's the other one gone? Yeah, just for you, Stu. I've lost the Ude one. I took it out with me earlier on. The one I've just reviewed on the channel. The fuck did I do with that? That's a shame. I can't plug it. But yeah, the Grim Green one, I like the look of it. And it is all right, actually. Now I've had it a few weeks. I've had this pod in here for weeks and it's all right. But I was getting burnt flavour where it's got no variable wattage when I first got it. So the review wasn't particularly that great from me, but I just could review what I had. But apparently you should use Nick salts in it. Yeah, the V Devil Vapor. I'm pissed off because I've wanted to show that one because it's a really good one. Hang on a sec. There it is. Little bastard. Hang on, you're saying too many things, Dean. Is that on the Artery Nugget? What, this? Yeah, it's the Artery Nugget version 2, mate. It's the old school one, 1500 milliamp hour. Pucker little mod, this one. Goes up in 1 watts as well, which I love. But I always use this every day, take it to work with me, that mod. But going on to the pod system, this one here, the V, not many people have watched this on my channel, but so please go and check out the review for it. There's not much to say on it. Obviously, it's a pod, but it's got no on-off button or anything. But basically, you go like this. And it's a really nice one as well. Restrictive. AVC in the channel. You'll probably like this one, mate. Not too restrictive, though, but it's a nice, pleasant vape. If you've tried this with Nick salts, haven't you, Dean? Make sure you haven't sat on it. I was going to say that could quite easily slip up there, couldn't it, buddy? Hello. There's someone's name I can't pronounce, but hello to you. The one that beginning with Z in there. You've got the Aspire Breeze too. Yeah, you can't beat a little pod system. And even if you're an experienced vapor, chuck it in your pocket, go into the airport, something like that, where you're not allowed to vape. Like go into the little toilet of the plane. You can have a little puff, and it ain't going to set off the smoke alarms or anything. Just make sure you don't breathe it out up to the actual ceiling. I can't pronounce your name, Zerchiki or Kromrock. They aren't very strong. What you need to do, mate, you need to get some higher strength nicotine, like 18 milligrams, or if you're in American, you can probably get 50 milligrams. But over in the UK, 20 milligrams is the strongest you can get. I've only got 6 in here, and it's okay, but I think 12 would be better. I reviewed it when it was called the Bit, and then they sent me another, renamed it as the V. I can't do 2 reviews of the same thing. Oh, right. Yeah, you've had it a few months, haven't you, Dean? AVC, just watch that, Mike. Like the removable silicone for the filling. Nice to see 2 holes, one for juice, one for air. Yeah, exactly. Does work really well. And I forgot to mention that in the video. You always pick up on things that I miss, AVC. What do my work colleagues make of my vaping? Well, I have one vapor who works in the same room as me, so we go out for vapes. So that's not too, but the rest of them, the rest of the office, there's about 12, 14 people. No one else smokes or vapes. So they find it a bit bizarre because all of my vape gear gets sent to work. And I'm like, any vape mail today? And they're like, phoning up, another package for you, mate. They don't quite understand it, I don't think. And one of them's especially against vaping. She thinks it's bad for you. So, Mike, you would have pronounced that without trying on the last couple of shows. I've lost that particular chat member now. I'm sorry about the pronunciation. It hasn't got enough vowels in it for me to pronounce. Yeah, mate. Yeah, you get given a few things in there, indeed, don't you, mate? I'm getting there, Stuart. Nicky, I vaped on a plane, just blew it out near the sink and pushed a button. Lively vape got. Yeah. Or blow it down the toilet and flush it. John, I'm all for conspiracy theories. I think pod is big tobacco's way in. I think they've been in for a few years, actually, John. I don't even want to get onto advocacy on this show, mate. It bores the shit out of me. But yeah, big tobacco and big pharma are. Yeah, it doesn't look good for America anyway. Put it that way. The good thing with the UK is we've got an NHS system, and our government's a little bit more relaxed on vape, and hopefully they're not going to put this 5% vape tax on. But even if they did, it's 5%. It's not the end of the world. But they would rather we vape. They actually endorse it because we got Public Health England and the boffins over there. They're saying it's 95 to 97% safer. So our government, they're not stupid like America. They'll actually try and save, because if they save on smoking related diseases, it saves the taxpayer on the NHS system, which is funded by the taxpayer too. Whereas America, it's all capitalist. Everything's paid for by the individual through insurance or anything like that. So you've got big pharma, big tobacco that rule the actual world over in America. But fortunately, we've still got the NHS, which is our saving grace. That's my opinion on it. Right. Night tubed in UK. Cheers for popping in, Damien. Here in Polynesia, we don't get any problems. Oh, that's good to know, mate. Have you got a nickname or an assumed name we can call you by? Because I can't read your name, man. But pods increase nick intake. Not necessarily, mate. I'm vaping this with 6 milligrams. You don't need to put like 50 in there if you don't want to. Oh, you're from Texas. I really feel for you. In America, mate, the way it's going, it's just going to be, you're going to end up with like tobacco flavor vape, and it's just all going to be sold from big tobacco or pharma. Unfortunately, it does not look good at all. The way they're so ignorant. Well, they're not ignorant. They're clever because they know full well that it's costing them a lot of money, people vaping, whereas they could be getting in tobacco taxes. So they'd rather that you just smoked, in all fairness. And if you don't smoke, they want you to vape the products that they produce. I use RDA 0.06 ohms and 20 milligrams. Are you having a laugh, mate? That can't be 0.06 ohms. 20 milligrams. I use 3 milligrams in my RDAs. I'm going to call you Stricker. Bill, help me out. How do you pronounce it? You mix your own flavors. Yeah, I do most of the time as well, Elric. That's the cheapest option. That's the one thing that you've got. As long as you can get hold of nicotine solution on its own, you're right. If you use nicotine, that is. A friend of mine wants to quit smoking, and I think the Inokin Chroma is the topper for him. What do you think, mate? I haven't actually tried it, but it's I think it's just an inbuilt battery. It's much like something like the Gaxi kit that I reviewed, I believe. Anyway, I think it's got something like a 2,000 milliamp hour battery, but I haven't tried it, Tom, so I couldn't recommend it. Cheers, Chris. Thanks for popping along tonight, mate. I really appreciate it. I called him Zed. Thanks, Michelle. Zerk, all right, yeah. 20 milligram, damn hardcore. I would turn blue and die. I used to, when I first started vaping, I used 20 milligrams. And my old Viva Nova tanks, I think it was, the old Tornado by Joytech. And at the time, I needed 20 milligrams, but you're vaping it around 4 or 5 watts maximum at the time. So if you're vaping a 0.06 core, I can't believe that you're really doing that, mate, because you're going to be doing it about 100 watts or so. 20 milligrams, you're going to be getting nicotine overload. "50 milligrams salts in a dripper is great." I haven't tried the nicotine salts, Bill. What are they like? Yeah, I went down to 1 milligram Elric a few years ago, but I tend to find 3 milligrams. I don't care. 3 milligrams in my RDAs or RTAs, I'm happy with that. I don't think there's any negative effects on a little bit of nicotine. It's even good for your mental health, I believe. It's good for your memory. And 6 milligrams or 5 to 6 in my mouth to lung RTAs. But yeah, nicotine isn't a problem. I know it might be addictive, they say, but that's debatable in itself. A lot of it's psychological, but there's nothing wrong with actually vaping nicotine. It's all the shit that they put in the cigarettes, which is the problem. They feel closer to nick hit of a cig, but the throat hit is a quarter of normal hit. To tell the truth, Bill, I get more of a hit out of using an RDA on 3 milligrams than I ever did on a cigarette. I did try one a couple of years ago when I was on a cruise with the wife. We had, I was thinking, I've had a few beers and I thought, oh, I need a fag. And I had one and it was absolutely rubbish. It was like vaping on air, smoking air. So that was it. I haven't had one since. And that was a one-off in itself because I've properly given up for at least 4 years now. But I did have that odd cigarette and it was absolutely rubbish. So horrible. Yeah, AVC, Korak Stan is a channel that I've subscribed to. He goes into a lot of depth on nicotine addiction stuff, and he doesn't believe it is addictive. Like with a lot of things, if you can just cut it out, it's all in the mind. If you can just stop it, you should be okay. It's whether you actually want to cut it out of your life or not. I know a lot of people actually vape with zero nicotine. Bill Richards, one of my subscribers on Facebook as well, he vapes zero nicotine, but he just enjoys the sensation of vaping. So I may well do it one day, but I like nicotine. I like having a nice beer and a bit of 300 milligrams in there or 6 milligrams in my RTA, and I feel fine with it. I enjoy vaping. Smoking, I used to make me feel like shit when I had a cigarette. And you'd have 10 or 15, 20 in a day if you're going out drinking, and you wake up coughing your absolute lungs up. And I don't get that anymore. So I actually find vaping a pleasure. I don't feel ill effect from it. So if you want to cut out the nicotine, that's fine. But me personally, I don't think the nicotine is a problem at all. Steve Nichols, exactly, mate. A nice, good nick rush. I have a nick rush before I go into work, and it helps me because I do accountancy. And it actually helps with my thinking, and it's actually proven, I believe, that nicotine is good for your brain, like in small doses. Obviously, it can also kill you if you injected enough of it. But like with anything, but nicotine, you find it in tomatoes, red peppers, or all sorts of peppers, I think. And that's the funny thing. It's people are having nicotine all the time. Mr. Z, I like 1,000 mg juice as well. I don't know what you're talking about, Matt. 1,000 mg. You're just winding me up, aren't you? This is what I would like to be, nick-free vape for the taste. Yeah, try it, Elric. Eventually, if you're on 1% now, you'll easily go down. The first thing I need in the morning, Michelle B in AVC, is I normally have my vape and then I have a cup of tea and then I have a coffee when I get to work. Getting pure nicotine on your skin will kill you. Yeah, maybe that. Like I said though, but it is contained within a lot of vegetables, though, Bill. Like if you're the amounts you're actually getting within e-liquid and everything are so diluted that it's not a problem. But you're saying pure nicotine on your skin will kill you. You could probably say that about a lot of things, I would have thought. It's a stimulant, increases blood flow. It may well be, mate, and they'll probably come out with lots of tests and everything on it. But it's up to the individual at the end of the day. I don't mind a little bit of nicotine in my life, and like with everything, it's not 100% safe. Vaping isn't 100% safe, but you know, you only live once, don't you? Alcohol certainly isn't safe, especially if you become a raging alcoholic. First thing Stuart needs in the morning's a pee. Yeah, I know it's negligible, Bill, but at the end of the day, saying that nicotine, if you put it on your skin, are you going to get hold of some pure nicotine and put it on your skin then and try and kill yourself? That's like any poison, isn't it? It is a poison, but it's in the quantities that you have when you're actually vaping. It isn't that bad for you. Don't think that's the actual problem. It's not carcinogenic or anything like that. Nicotine isn't. It's just an addictive substance. I love Nick. What's the point of taking safe stuff? Fair play, John. Like I say, it's up to the individual. I'm not like going out there saying to everyone, go out and use nicotine. But if you're a smoker and you want to come onto vaping, then I think it's a much safer alternative. Hello, Dimitri from Greece. How are you doing, buddy? I found your channel when I was searching information for SXK Haku. Great channel, dude. Thanks, Dimitri. I hope you've hit the subscribe button, mate. Pure Nick would be lethal. Yeah, oh, I'm getting bored of the nicotine subject now. Right. I need to do some sound editing, Mike. Catch you later. Thanks very much, AVC, for popping into chat tonight, buddy, and take care. I'm probably going to sound so silly, but you know how we feel better for vaping rather than smoking? Do you think the air around us feels better, pollution-wise? Where I live, Michelle, I live on the south coast, so the air around here isn't actually that bad. I live right on the cliff top, so I breathe in fresh air every day. So yes, of course, going for a walk, breathing in fresh air feels really good. But like I'm with Steve Nichols, I like a nice nicotine rush there. I do. I've always liked. I've like having a few beers now and again. And I also like to have a vape, but if anyone's out there and you want to get off nicotine, you know, it's up to you. It's up to the individual. Try it out. It might make you feel a lot better. You buy a pure 1,000 mg nicotine, have it diluted. I won't ask where you're buying it from, Bill. You've obviously found a loophole with the TPD, mate. Clifford, exactly, mate. Coffee can give you a heart attack as well, can't it? I take my nicotine straight from my tobacco plants. All right, fair enough. So you're getting the proper strength nicotine then, Zed? Yeah. You did 35 years, did you, Tom? Yeah, I did about, when did I start? 14, I did at least 25. Yeah, when your time's up, it's up. Live for today, guys. I thought you were saying it was 12 o'clock then, Steve. That's my cut-off time, mate. That's when Lisa wants to go to bed. I can't believe I've done 2 hours, 45 minutes yet again on the MF Vape channel. Oh, well, it's been a great crack tonight, guys. Elric, 29 years of smoking, and I quit fully due to the crown tank. Then shortly after, I got the dead rabbit RTA. Well done, buddy. How long have you given up for now then, Elric? I haven't got the dead rabbit. One thing I have got is the drop dead, though, which I like. Very nice RDA, this one. Smooth airflow, Bonza style airflow, but with the dead rabbit top angled airflow with the drop bill deck, and it's a really good combination. This is one pleasurable vape. Honestly, if you haven't got it, I suggest getting it, because I've got the drop and I think the drop's all right, but I didn't think the flavor was brilliant. But this one here, it's definitely got really good flavor, smooth airflow, and gives a really satisfying hit. Check out the review, Drop Dead RDA, if you like to, guys. Elric, you won't be disappointed, man. I'm not just saying that because it's another reviewer collaboration. Because like with most of the stuff I buy, I actually purchased on the channel. So I spent my own money to buy this. So I'm not just going to say it's nice if I don't like it. Yeah, the drop deads, they're not too expensive. Trying to think where I bought it from. I think I paid about 25 quid in the UK, 25 pounds. So I think you can buy them cheaper in China, $23 on 3F8. It's definitely worth getting. They do a number of different colors. I've got this piano black, which is quite a nice shiny black, but they do a matte black as well, and stainless steel. I think they might do a blue and other colors as well. Yeah, Eric, my drop, I must admit, of all the RDAs I've got, I got it a little bit later, like about 2 months ago. And I think it's all right, but it's not my favorite. I preferred the Bonza Stage Vape Venus. This one here on the Torum Mech, lovely flavor, dual core Atty. The VLS is good. Trying to think what other ones I've got. Obviously, the Recall Rebel is another good one, but it's a bit pricey. If you're on a single coiler, the Recurve RDA on the Basium Squonk, both of these are on the channel as well. But the Recurve is really nice for flavor. Smoking every year is a year too much, definitely, Tom. Why have I age restricted this video? Because I've done it because the main reason in the UK you need to be 18. I think in America you need to be 21 to vape. So I'm just trying to be responsible. I don't want underage people watching my videos because after all, we're talking about vape and we're talking about nicotine and stuff like that, which legally you're not allowed to buy unless you're 18 in the UK. So that's why I've age restricted the video. And the other thing with age restricting, even though I've got 1,000 subs, I'm eligible to monetize my videos, which means I'd have advertisements on the video, but I've chosen not to. And if you age restrict, you can't get paid any royalties or anything like that for adverts on your channel. So I just thought, if it's me, I like to look at YouTube videos that haven't got adverts on. So I'm just keeping it ad-free at the moment. I don't make any money on this channel. all of my gear, like I say, I pay for, apart from the odd thing like this one was sent over free of charge. But I'm just providing a service to everyone. I like people to interact. I'm not out here to make money. If I did make money out of it, then fair play. Like in maybe a few years' time, if I ever did, I'm obviously not going to turn it down. But I just thought that by putting the age restriction on, it shows YouTube that I'm aware that it isn't for minors, basically, vaping. And I don't want to get a strike on my channel as well, because the way they're going, they don't particularly like vaping on there, because it's in an American firm at the end of the day. And they're a big company owned by Google. So, one day they might decide to strip us all off the channel. So that's hence I've joined another platform called VapeTube. So check out, because I've started uploading my videos on there as well. So VapeTube is the other platform if you like to check it out. Right, what we saying? YouTube safety. UK postage and packaging. Yeah, it does, mate. Sorry, it's different over here. What's the legal age over where you are? Aren't you in America? No, you're not, are you, Zed? You're in... I can't remember where you're from, mate. Don't gamble the channel. Now, to tell the truth, the amount of money you'd actually get from monetization would be like pence anyway. So at the end of the day, I work, so I make my money, so I can afford to buy a bit of vape gear. Elric, I got the Dead Rabbit in Rainbow, the Dead Rabbit Squonk in Blue, bought the Pulse BF non-regulated after watching your review, and a few others. All right, thanks very much, buddy. What do you think of the Pulse BF? That is a cheap little mod. You can pick the original Pulse up. Yeah, I'll go and get it. This little box mod here from the Vapor Trail channel, a Vandy Vape as well. I'm sure I saw this the other day for about £10 on the internet, because it's been superseded by the regulated one. I think there's another new one out as well. But I think it's a decent little entry level skonker kit, this one. It might have a little bit of voltage drop, but it's perfect for me, because I don't like vaping at horrendous wattage anyway. As a teenager, you want to do cool and try it, and then it's too late and you can't go back until you've discovered a year. But the thing is, now, Tom, with vaping, I wish it was available when I was a kid, because we had no alternative back in the 80s, 90s. So, but now, I can understand, like, young people even turning to vaping. My stepson, he used to smoke and now he vapes. America say that the Juul and everything entices young people to vape. Well, I don't agree. It's an avenue for smokers to get off vaping. So it's all a load of codswallop. All those flavor bands, all the rest of it being attractive to young children, all the rest of it. It's a load of twaddle. The only reason they're doing it is because of they want you to carry on smoking, or they just want big tobacco to take over the industry. That's what it is, basically. All right, Dimitri, you think this Supersonic's the best as well, do you? Yeah, other people are going to disagree on that. I think Stuart disagrees, but yes, the Supersonic. Let's go and get it. What doing? I forgot. I've got them all over here. This is my favorite dripper. This one, SXK. I paid about $12 for it. China. Cracking flavor for RTA. This one. Let's see if I can get the top up. It's got a little bit of a finicky build deck though, because you've got to hook it under the screws. But I just think you get a really nice draw on it, and the flavour just pops. But where's that Venner gone that I had earlier? Fucking lost it now. Let's put the Venner. The Concord's a good one as well, Elric. I like it, but the power drop is off-putting, but I pinched the safety clip. Yeah, I did that too, Elric. Like I say, it is a cheap and cheerful one. You get what you pay for at the end of the day, mate. That was one of my first reviews, but at the end of the day, I thought it was for what it costs. It's, do you know what I mean? Like the Furion costs about 3 or 4 times the price, and it does the same thing. So I think it's a decent little dripper. It looks quite good. The Supersonic on here, actually. Postage and packing, mate. P&P is. I bought so many single days. Texas is 18. Yeah, it's 18 over in the UK as well. My son has never ran into anything. When he buys them, he has 12, so don't really know. Well, you never know what kids end up doing. I was this kid and I started smoking at 14, I think. That's fine, might serve the community, and if you don't get a little bit in return, it's also, if you do get a little bit, you don't have to become rich. They're losing a ton of money due to big tobacco not paying as much. Exactly. Hello, Tony Glock. How we doing, buddy? Yeah, cartoon packaging doesn't help, and that happens quite a lot. Even over here, it does, and it's not going to help. They need to start. Stuart, I just vaped the Venner at 100 watts. Then 100 watts on a, well, it's a 0.23, so it's not burnt the coil out. I normally vape at around 43. Venner's good, but I like the bigger deck on the Supersonic. I find it easier to vape. But it is good though, the Venner, Stuart. I'm not going to deny it, mate. It's a cracking RDA. Check it out, the review, guys. You like the lit, do you, Steve? I gave it a positive review, but I'm hearing other people that have got melting insulators and all of that. But cracking smooth airflow. If you like the lit, I reckon you'd like the drop dead as well, mate, because it does remind me a little bit of the lits with the multi airflow on it. What, you did that via your recommendation, Eric? What, the Furium? Yeah, it does hit harder. New intake colours on sale, £19.60. Vape only e-cigarettes, all AliExpress. Yeah, that's China though, AliExpress, isn't it? I tend to go to 3F Vape because I think they're a little bit cheaper. I have used Fast Tech before as well. Now I vape a cup of tea. Nice one. Look what this does, Michelle. It is tiny. This is a very tiny Atty, in fact. What else can I put it on? The only squonkers I've got today are these 3 that have actually got batteries in. But look at the size of it. This Venner, though, obviously the small condensed 22mm RDAs give good flavour. Stuart bought the original from, was it Australia, Stu, that Venner, Haku Venner came from? The authentic. Ah, Dimitri. I'd like a cruiser, would I, Stu? I'll have to check that one out though. But going on to Dimitri's comment, I'm going to say what's coming up for a review because Dimitri's just asked a question. Right, I did say, didn't I? So we got we've got the Fumitech Go Tank RTA, we got the Core RTA by Vapefly, we got the Expremizer V3 Fire MTO RTA, and we got the Skyfall by Copper Vape 22mm bottom feeding Squonker Atty. And we've also got the Recurve frosted cap, 22mm cap that's going to go on top of my Recurve RDA, which is this little puppy here. So they're en route from China at the moment. I'm not sure when they're going to turn up, but at the moment I haven't got anything else to review. So I'll probably be having at least a week off on the channel. But yeah, that Skyfall, I'm interested in, Dimitri. The lit is a pile of wank. Yeah, each their own, Bill. Did you buy the lit then, Bill? Because it is a really good RDA. I tried it, a vertical build, mesh build. Check out the review, people. I did a good video on the lit, I believe, even though I say myself. Tried to kill you. Yeah, it's had some bad press as well. It's not the best design in the world. Have you seen that new tank, the K's stacked? I think that has a deck very similar to the lit. Yeah, Blitzen's a cracking tank. I haven't actually whipped that one up for a long time, John, but I have reviewed it. The Waterflow Troll, Steve and Bill had a similar sort of deck as well, and I had no troubles with that too. So I don't know if it's just people being numpties when they're using it, or whether it really is just some dodgy batteries out there. Yeah, yeah, I wouldn't probably advise using the lit on the mech as well, Bill. That is definitely. But then again, when you're doing it 300 odd watts, it's maybe the problem. Yeah, Jerry, if you have an account with 3F Vape, the prices go down lots, mate. When you have to log in, and the price will go down to, yeah, I'll log in now. If you're not actually an account holder, the prices seem expensive. But if I go on to 3F Vape, I'll show you how much it's saying for me. What are we talking about? Intake RTA. It's a good one. I want to get that one as well. When it comes up with the JK style, where is it? $25.99. So normally you take off about $5 or $6. It's about, what's the exchange rate for? Let's have a look. $26 in pounds. Yeah, £20.36. So it's a similar price to that AliExpress that you were saying, mate. Yeah, it's £20, Jerry. I think in the UK, I've seen it for about 24.99. It's a lot more expensive, £24.99. Street Sleeper, I've got the intake today, and so far I don't think it's quite as good as the Engine Nano, but still really nice. Yeah, at the moment I've decided not to buy the intake because I've seen a few reviews for it, and I've bought a lot of single core Natties recently. My favourite is the Zestia, this little puppy here. In fact, we're going to have a little go on that. Let's put it on. Yeah, this is a blast from the past. This is the Smock GX 350. This takes four batteries. This one. It's quite a weighty bit of kit, but it's really good, comfortable design. I got the wraps from zapwraps.co.uk. We got carbon finish there, and we got the leather look around the outside. This is a cracking little mod, and I paid about 25 quid for it about a year ago. But we got the Zestia by Asmodus on top. Cracking tank for flavour, this one. Check out the review. If you like your single core Natties, this is definitely up there with some of the best. Lovely and flavourful. Right, what we got on here then? Yeah, Jay Jarry, that's the thing, mate. Honestly, when you have got your own account, the prices go down by at least a quarter normally. Well, maybe not a quarter, but they come down a few pounds. Sometimes they say $39.99. You log in and it says $25. You got the call kisser. Yeah, have you done that before, John? Using AliExpress app on my phone was nice and easy to find deals and buy. That's fair enough, JJ. All these Chinese sites are much of a muchness, really. They all the same sort of prices. Fast Tech. There's loads of them. I can't think of them now. Brain's gone brain fart. My Engine Nano, I had a few problems with. It was giving me dry hits, so that one is now in my drawer. But it was really good flavour when it worked. But it's a little bit finicky, much like the Zeus Dual. But for all-round flavour, this one here is probably my best RTA for flavour. The Zeus Dual by Geek Vape. Vape even. Other than the mouth-to-lung ones I've got as well, Galaxies, etc. Gamagin, I've got the Zesty after watching your review. Mine intake turned up today. I think I like it more. Oh, really, Gamagin? That's interesting. Did you not like the Zesty then, mate? It does require getting the coil in the correct position and the wicking correct, though, obviously. I just like the finish on it, though. The paintwork is exceptional on this. Yeah, €10 for a packet of cigarettes. That's not very good, mate. I tried the Zeus in single core mode, but I think it didn't work as well because it's a 25mm ATI. This one, I think, for single core RTAs and that, it does help if they're a little bit narrower. I've got the Smock Spirals was a good single core RTA. This Saver here is a very restrictive one. But when you use this in direct to lung mode, it's a really good flavor as well. 22mm device. Love it. Right up my street, that one. But as with all these atomizers and that, I might think it's good. It doesn't mean to say you're going to think it's good, but I just review and say what I feel on the channel, because I know some atomizers I've had, like the Drop, for example. Everyone raved about it, but I didn't particularly like it. So, oh, you did like the Zesphere Gamagen. No, that's all right. But the intake is better. I will have to check it out. Build quality's weak, is it, John? Because that's one thing. The Zestier, the screws on the Zestier are like rock solid. I love it. Street Sleeper, I got the intake for £16 on GearBest. Well worth getting. I'll have to check out. The thing is with GearBest, mate, the one time I used them, it took 2 months to arrive, the Waterflow flow tank. So I haven't used them ever since, unfortunately. Whereas 3F Vape normally comes within 7 to 14 days. Bill, I knew you were going to start telling me how to build the Engine Nano, mate. As a reviewer, mate, I try all sorts of methods. I tried the damn method and everything. And I did, at first, I really liked it. But then it just annoyed me because I kept getting dry hits from it. It might have been the cotton I was using at the time, but I'll have to dig it out again and give it another go, because a lot of people seem to really rate the Engine Nano. And I did for a month or so, but it just went in the drawer, mate. Hello, Mohammed. How we doing, brother? Yeah, I've tried the Reload clone RTA, mate. Yes, thoroughly enjoyed it. But the only thing with the Reload, did fine with the clone one, it did seep juice out the bottom a little bit because the quality wasn't that great. But the flavor is spot on. The Reload's now in my drawer as well, because anything that leaks goes in the drawer. That's why I like the Zeus, because you're never going to get this one to leak. Your opinion is yours and yours alone. Yeah, fair enough. You can take my opinion. I always say on every description of my videos to watch multiple reviews before you make a decision, because what I say is not gospel, because I might like something and you don't. It's simple as that. And with rebuildables as well, it's all depends on how you've wicked it, your core positioning. There's so many variables involved before you can get decent flavor. So yeah, it's always advisable to watch plenty of reviews on any product. 5-minute warning. What's this? VKM, Stu? Bill Byrne, can you now fuck off? There's a lot of tanks I don't get to leak, mate. My Kylin, I nearly actually threw it away, but it's used as a paperweight at the moment, mate. I had such problems with the chimney getting stuck on, and I ended up butchering it. I contacted Grey Haze, and they wouldn't replace it. And also Vandy Vape, I sent them a video, and they didn't replace it either. So yeah, Vandy Vape aren't the best company when it comes to customer service, I'm afraid. They have made some decent products, but they've also made some shocking ones, and their customer service is crap, in my opinion. Christopher Lanny, howdy from Ellie, Nevada. How are we doing, brother? Bloody hell, how hot is it over there at the moment? Mohammed, sorry to hear that. Mine works fine. I find myself returning it after trying the new RTAs. What the reload? Have you got the authentic reload, Mohammed? quick, best wire for vaping. It's all dependent on the individual. I prefer stainless steel myself. I think it gives a crisper flavor. You get really quick ramp up time. NI80 is okay too, but Bill's calls actually. He uses NI80 and stainless steel, and that's a good combination. They're both quick ramp up time metals. In mouth to lungs, I like to use Canthal if I want a more of a less severe sort of vape. Canthal is not quite so harsh, I find. But stainless steel is my favourite wire. Kind Bright Clone, that's the one I've got, mate. I've had it a long time though. I did use it for a long time as well. I think the O-rings need replacing. That's probably what it is. I have a little oldie coming tomorrow. The Kangatech Cup Tea. He wanted one before the TBD and found one on Amazon. Oh, that's interesting, Michelle. Are you going to review that one then? Let's text the missus and see when she wants to go to bed. Right, guys. Bear with me. I need to visit the little boy's room for a minute. We won't be going too much longer. We've done 3 hours, 16 as it is. Right, we are back. Right, I've just texted the missus. Is it time for bed yet? Not quite. Vaping Vessel. Sorry, I just went to the little boy's room, mate. How you doing, brother? Vaping Vessel's got a nice little Twitter account. He retweets a lot of my videos and other reviews, videos, stuff like that. He's a very nice gentleman. So thank you very much. I presume you're a gentleman anyway, mate. But a big shout out to Vaping Vessel along with Vaping Train. I did do some shout outs earlier, actually, Vessel. So you'll have to rewind the video later on and have a look, mate. Cheers, Christopher Lanny. Keep up the great work. Unity across the pond. Indeed, brother. And I do feel for you in America. So it might be a good idea to learn how to mix your own e-liquid if I was you over there. And get yourself a big stash of nicotine solution. I had the knee box way back and I loved how it vaped, but it leaked like a mother. This was one was meant to be sort of an updated version. Yeah, I do remember this, the Cup T coming out actually a couple of years ago, wasn't it, Michelle? The Nebox, isn't that, or Nebox? It's based on the Kangatech Subtank Mini type thing, and that's what my stepson uses now. It's very nice little vape, the Subtank. So it's like the billet box as well. I believe they use the same sort of little mini RDA deck, isn't it? RTA, I should say. Is Dimitri's gone? Oh no. What's that? The Cup T, Stuart? Right. Elric saying, Bill, but isn't stainless steel for temperature control only? No, you can use that in wattage or temperature control, mate. Forgot to say about AliExpress app. Sale price only. If have you had the Gaxi, Michelle? This is a nice little kit, actually. I've even got the girly version here. Done a little mix and match on this one just because I had the higher resistance, lower resistance one on there, so I put it on the black mod. But they do the pink and white one. These are cracking little devices that you'd sent over for review. That's one of the few items I've been sent on this channel free. But they're cracking. 3,200 milliamp hour battery, vaping it around 25 watts on the 0.8 ohm or about 14 watts on the 1.6 ohm core. Very good. Vaping Vessel. I trust you've watched my Basim review, mate, because you probably retweeted it. So check it out if you want to know what I think of it. But yeah, I really do like it. And it looks the tits as well, if you ask me. Especially if you put a nice little stainless dripper on top. Now, it looks like I might have to wrap up because the missus wants to go to bed. So we'll call it 8 minutes and then we'll call it time, guys, I'm afraid. Yeah, Vessel, check it out, mate. I feel like bad now. Yeah, I am going to actually have to end this stream, guys, because like I say, this is in my bedroom we're doing this, and the wife is feeling a little bit tired. So a couple more minutes and we're going to have to call it quits. Oh, beer everywhere. But big thank you for each and every one of you that's turned up tonight. Smash the like button. I'd really appreciate it, guys. Thank you very much. Exactly, Vaping Vessel. Cheers, Stuart. Thanks for joining in, mate. Cheers, Elric. Michelle B. Oh, no, you don't want nightmares, love. Sweet dreams. Cheers, John. Thanks for turning up, mate. And thanks, Jay Jerry. Always good to see you in chat, buddy. And see you later again, Eric. Thank you very much, bub. Michelle B, you winding me up. Cheers, Steve. Nice one, buddy. Thanks, Gamma Gimp. See you later, Elric. Nice one, guys. Cheers, Mohammed. Street Sleeper. Good night, IVC Reviews. Check out IVC on his channel. Give him a little sub. See you later, Bill. All the best. The Rolling Fog Calls, guys. Check out Bill Byrne. Cheers, Nikki. Thank you very much for joining me tonight. Enjoyed your company. Thanks, Dimitri. See you later, Tom. I don't know what that is, but Talafa. Right, we're now going to end the stream. So I'll see you all later, guys. Thank you very much. And hit the subscribe button if you're new to the channel. Cheers, guys. See you later.